What up? This your man Tatum, checking in at the Drunken Chicken Diaries with my main man, Bobby Tesla. St. Louis is on. We're gonna have a few shots. I told him there's nothing off limits. He can ask me what he wanna ask. We're gonna tell a few stories, and I'm probably gonna call my Uber now, cause he know I don't drink for real. But let's go.
What's going on, everybody? So here we are with another edition of Drunken Chicken Diaries, and I'm here with my man Tatum. Man,
What up, Bobby?
shit, man, I'm chilling, man. I'm really excited to have you on.
I'm nervous.
Are you?
I don't drink. And the name of the show is Drunken Chicken.
I've drank a shot with you before.
You drank a shot with me.
Well,
before.
I don't expect you to do a whole bunch of them because I don't.
There's a lot of liquor out here, man.
Yeah, I mean, I had to make sure that there was something that you could enjoy.
It doesn't really matter. I don't think I enjoy any of it. So
Well, if you had a gun to your head, which one would you choose out of all these? I think we did a shot of Patron.
We probably did a shot of Patron. That's my best seller at the club, so I respect them for respecting me.
All right, well, we'll do a shot of Patron.
We'll do a shot of Patron. Boom.
So yeah, man. So can I say your whole name here?
Yeah.
All right, got my man Tatum Polk, and man, you got some major footprints in St. Louis, man. And I made it a point to not catch up with you before we started shooting,
Right.
just so we can like catch up on air, man, because you got a lot going on. But I think I wanted to start off with a shot, of course. So you pour yourself a shot, man.
So I get to pour it myself. So
Yeah.
So
Get to pour it yourself. So
I
you can make it as small or as big as you want, man. We'll do half shots. How about that?
Half shots. Because I might, depending on the question, I might have to go back for another one.
That's fine. I'm gonna go back for 3 or 4.
Okay.
So, I'm gonna take some questions from my Facebook people too, if anybody wants to ask. So,
Bobby
cheers
Tesla. Yes,
to
sir.
Drunken Chicken Rock Diary. Hey, Stu, can you grab Tatum's water?
Oh, no, I'm good, cuz. I ain't gonna do y'all like that, man.
Wherever it was, I don't know
Boom.
where it was.
Stu, don't bring that water over here, man. Don't do it.
Here, hand me the water. He might need it. Thanks, bro. We'll just set that right there, just
My
in case.
man, Big Stu Films.
Right, Big Stu Film, shout out. Okay, so before we dig into that, man, I want to just mention my contributors to the show. My man Big Stu Films for bringing all these awesome lights and cameras and all this stuff and hooking up these mics that I would be lost trying to hook up myself.
One good light, one janky light.
That's what he said.
Yeah. I
But-
can see the difference now.
Oh, really?
No.
They're just shaped different. That's all there is. So I want to say what's up to my homegirl Rhonda for hooking me up with this sweatshirt, $1 and a Dream, and it's like really
That's legit.
for real, man. Because
That's
like
legit.
I think we've all been there. Well, not all, but a lot of us have been there when that's all we had.
Yeah,
was
flat out.
$1 and a Dream.
A dream came before the dollar.
Bro, right? A dream definitely came before the
Yes.
dollar. So
I'm
like,
gonna remix that shirt.
man,
Ask her to make mine sideways.
11 years ago, I was sleeping on a blow-up mattress in my sister's basement,
Man.
fresh out of prison. So
11 years
you want
ago.
to talk
What year
about
is
it?
that? This is 220. So
2020. So I got out in 09.
okay. So
But yeah, man.
Boom.
I-
09. What was I doing in 09? Okay.
So yeah, that $1 and a Dream, and I'm gonna tag her at the end of the show, and I'm definitely gonna shout her out on my social medias, man. So I appreciate the hookup with the sweatshirt. So, and
She
then
didn't make you pay full price.
no,
for it.
she didn't make me pay full
I
price.
saw
for
it.
this
I
one.
seen
Yeah.
some people sending you shit.
I
But-
mean, somebody tried to charge me, and like, I mean, I get it, man. Get your money, you know what I'm saying? But when it comes to like promo trading, you know what I mean? It's like,
because now I'm going to get one of those.
right, you should.
Flat out. I got to.
Because Callie was like, yo, her shit's fire. And I mean,
Right,
a lot of
that
people
shit
have
cold.
seen her stuff. So, I mean, shout out to the homegirl. I've known her for a while. She's been a fan of my restaurant
Tell
for a
her
while.
to slide in my DM or whatever to let me know so I can boom.
For sure,
I'm
I
not
will.
picking up. I need a 2X.
Yeah.
Big dude.
So, all right, we'll get into you, man. This show's all about you, man. So, I'm here to make you as nervous as possible.
Cool.
And I just want to kind of see the whole thing. The whole thing about this show, man, is about just highlighting subcultures in St. Louis, and not just St. Louis, but like in my life, I've never really fit into a certain category of people. I never really fit into any crowd. I've always been like the outcast, the black sheep, the misfit, the tattooed guy, the white guy in a black world, or the, just like I've always been all over the place. So like I'm intrigued by those different lifestyles, and I say it all the time in the shows, like tattoo artists, exotic dancers, stunt riders, skateboarders, bartenders, anything that you don't really have to go to college and get a degree for.
Right.
Like when it comes to hustling, like you turn your hustle into a job. you know, and it becomes a way to make money. I think that's what I respect a lot.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like coming from the background where I came from, shit, I didn't have a formal upbringing when it came to college and stuff. So that, I mean, the show is just about like talking to my friends and just bringing people from St. Louis. And I mean, I'm all about my city, man.
For sure.
And that's one of the things I love about you, man. Like you've been all about St. Louis since before I even met you.
Man.
And I've been following. I mean, I've seen you. Like
Right.
I've always been like, you know.
So you don't even remember where we originally first met.
You're gonna have to remind me because it. Yeah, bro. I don't know.
If I remember correctly, it was at the lake.
Oh shit! When Nelly was doing a concert.
Nope. This was
At J.E.?
You was at Jay's boat.
On Jay's boat.
On Jay's boat.
Dude.
So it was me, Gary Wilds, Gary. Shout out to Gary. That's what get into that story too.
Yeah.
But that was the original first.
Was that the
meeting.
first time?
That was the first time.
All right. Yeah. Damn. Jay's boat was sick, bro. I mean,
Ooh,
damn.
wait.
So we're talking about the Lake of the Ozarks in the middle of Missouri, and this dude has $1 million boat. I'm talking 2 queen-size bedrooms, a $10,000 stereo system, white leather couches, a studio.
Man.
And do you remember Jelly Joe?
I remember Jelly was cold.
Man, Joe. So we got so drunk. We had a gallon of Sky vodka. That's
Right.
all we had. And me and Jelly, and me. It was me, J.E., Jelly, and a couple other dudes from Project Steadfast, the
Right.
band. We're gonna drink the bottle until we passed out.
Period.
And so
That was the goal.
Yeah, so it was down to me, Jay, and Jelly Joe. Jay passed out. He's in the bathroom throwing up. And me and Jelly Joe, we killed the bottle of Sky vodka, dude. It was crazy. I got somebody.
Hopefully that wasn't the day I met you. Maybe that's why you don't remember.
It probably was, dude, because somebody pushed me off the boat. I had my wallet. I had everything, dude. Like, I'm standing on the edge of the boat and somebody pushed me off the boat. But that was a really cool-ass boat. That was a cool boat,
That was a
dude.
cool boat. But that was... People don't, like, if you're not from St. Louis, you don't even realize that the Lake of Ozarks is like its own world.
Yeah, like the Lake of the Ozarks is
Well,
where...
the show The Ozarks has kind of gave some light to the...
The show, and then yeah, for sure, the show.
Yeah.
Like people, but they don't. Even people that watch the show don't really understand. Like us growing up, like the Ozarks was like our Florida, our
that's a big deal.
Disneyland. You know what I
Shit,
mean?
your
And-
parents take you to the Ozarks. You trying to go shopping.
Yeah,
outlets and all
that was balling. So like, yeah, it's a little town in the middle of Missouri where St. Louis and Kansas City like meet in the middle.
Right.
And it's a really dope ass lake, and yeah, so J.E. had $1 million boat in the middle of a redneck lake in middle of Missouri.
So we're assuming everybody knows who J.E. is.
J.E. he's one of Nelly's producers that
Super producer.
that did Country
Started,
Grammar.
Diamond.
Yeah, Diamond producer.
Diamond.
So he's a legend in St. Louis, and I think that's kind of one of the common people that you and I have in common.
Yeah, for sure.
So all right, I don't want to jump all over the place. So that's I guess that's where we first met.
Yeah.
Here's the thing, bro. A lot of the time, people don't know our backstories. They just see where we are now.
Right.
And people might see like you over the past 2 or 3 years and be like, oh, well, he just popped up out of nowhere with a strip club.
Right.
And that's all they know you as. And as for me, the past few years, people, all they know is the guy that sells chicken.
Right.
Or the chicken wing guy.
Right.
And I want to be like, no, I'm way cooler than that. Like, you just don't know. Like, I'll go back. Like, I have history. I got 15, 20 years of coolness before I started selling chicken. So,
Dollar and a dream, man.
yeah, man, I wanted to like, so I mean, you obviously, so a lot of people that are watching now know that you are the guy behind Onyx, the Gentlemen's Club in Centerville.
Yeah, one of the guys there for sure.
And so we're gonna get into that, but you also are one of the guys behind Pimp Juice, which was Nelly's back in like the early 2000s when Red Bull was a big thing and like the energy drinks came out. Like Nelly had this song that was called Pimp Juice.
Right.
Shout out to J.E. again.
Right.
And then you had the energy drink, which I'm gonna let you go ahead and just tell me about your footprints in this city, man. And you can do 314 day.
Yeah, so
how did you start? Where'd you get in?
I don't know. I got in everywhere. So I really appreciate you bringing us on for real. Like, cause for people that don't know you personally, you mentioned all these subcultures of St. Louis, right? And Bobby's like, you like this chameleon. Like, I've seen you everywhere and be cool everywhere. And so everybody knows Bobby. You know what I mean? From, like, so I see you on the news, and then I see you at the club. You know what I'm saying? So it's
And
like,
that's
damn,
a lot of people can't do that.
like,
you know?
you can't do that. So like so I really appreciate that, man. You know what I mean? So and then people staying true to the city. You know what I mean? So, man, shit, man.
All right,
can we cuss on this thing?
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Okay.
That's as much as you want. Fuck yeah. That's what sometimes I say fuck a little too much. So yeah, it's all
Okay.
about fuck, shit, piss, pussy, whatever. Talk about it, bro.
Man, well, there it is.
I mean, there's no censor. So
There's no censor.
if honestly, like, if you're offended by curse words, sex, drugs, whatever, like, this may not be the time for you to just go click on Dr. Phil's
So
channel.
anybody that's following me or listening right now on my live or his live,
If you guys
that's
are
on my church,
offended-
this ain't got no, this is just a part of who we are.
Right. If it offends you, if our language offends you, you know. But here's what I got to say about that. There's a lot of people that say, well, what about the church soccer moms? And like, if they take the time to actually watch this,
Yeah.
something inside of them is wishing they could say the shit too.
Let it go.
You know what I mean?
Let it go.
Like some of those people, they can't do it in their lives. So
Right.
they want to get tattooed.
Right.
They
Flat
want to
out.
they want to say curse words. They just can't. So they let us.
We're
do
gonna
it.
come back to that too, but
Yeah.
the tattoo
yes,
thing. But
we can
we're gonna
curse.
be all over the place.
So let's start, man. Like, I don't know, like, where did you start, like, getting?
So
In your
I
group.
was so can I shit. All right, so one, I didn't know what we were gonna be talking about in the show, so I wasn't prepared. So I'm just gonna
Good, that's
shoot
why
from
I
the
didn't
hip.
tell you.
Boom, boom. So when I came home from school, I went to Lincoln University, did some time back and forth to Mizzou and all that. So went to Lincoln, came home. Like right before I came home, Nelly dropped Country Grammar. So the Lunatics dropped Country Grammar. But before I left, they were like a local group. My brother VI was with him already. My partner Bullard was with him already. And like, we had all played sports together. You know what I mean? So it was like, all right, we kind of know each other. The circle of sports kind of kept everybody together.
Yeah.
So I go off school, whatever. So when you hear a song on the radio in the 90s, you hear a song on the radio, you believe you made it.
Hell yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
For sure.
I'm like, cool, they gonna make it cool. So I go down to Lincoln, and now this is everything everybody's playing. Everybody's wearing Air Force Ones, everybody doing their thing. So I'm like, damn, that's like home. So you start
Yeah.
taking pride in it, right? So now we're traveling.
I was in college in Kentucky when that dropped. And so I brought it back. I brought Nelly's tape back to Kentucky, and I started making people listen to it. They're like,
Right.
oh, we've already heard it. I'm like, I thought I discovered some shit. I thought I was like, yeah, this is my boy from the crib. I didn't even know him at the time, but like,
Right.
yeah, that was crazy, man.
Yeah,
So, yeah.
so then you got that, and you got the Rams winning it right then too,
Mm-hmm.
and the Cardinals were kind of high. And Mark McGuire just had to hit a bunch of home runs, that type of shit. All that shit was bubbling around the same time.
Yeah.
And so when I came home, I was kind of cocky and arrogant, and so I had some opportunities to work. I was really good at the marketing programs and stuff. So I had an opportunity to work at Pfizer. Shout out to y'all getting the COVID vaccine together, but I didn't take that opportunity because
Are you gonna take the vaccine?
man. So we got another friend that had the Bell palsy.
Okay.
You remember?
No.
I don't know if he want me to tell his business, but it's like he's cool now. But remember Nick
Yeah.
Loftus?
yeah.
And he had the Bell palsy, right?
Okay,
so that's
yeah.
they saying that's a side effect potentially of that. So I think he had it for like 2 weeks or something.
Oh, word.
But-
I do remember that vaguely.
Yeah.
Nick was on my Facebook earlier today.
Yeah, Nick, that's my.
That's
See,
the
that's
homie,
another.
man.
You got to get him on here too.
I definitely want to get
For
Nick
real,
on
because
here.
like people don't realize like how fashion and Yomi and
Yeah.
Nick and what they did for. So those two dudes were super influential in me too because they. Let's start rewind a little bit. They did a fashion show at Mizzou for Vocal
Okay.
in like '99.
We're hella old, man.
I'm hella old.
We're old.
I told you I'm not doing Clubhouse. I don't know how to do Twitter. I don't tweet. I don't do shit.
We're old.
But so anyway, they did a Vocal fashion show. Bullshit trucker hats, whatever. And so I'm like, damn, that's crazy. Like, so now Nelly's popping. They got this Vocal kind of thing starting to go, and now we're seeing like how stuff was really taking off. Money's like really coming into the city. People
Were
like starting to
you
sign up.
around them, like with Nick and Yomi and Nelly and around?
Yeah, so I was around Yomi the most
Okay.
at the time. And then me and Murph were like partners.
Yeah.
And then VI, my brother VI and Murph were like best friends.
Okay.
So if you ever saw that old red Navigator driving around, it was
Yeah.
probably my brother driving Murph around.
Okay.
Boom. So anyways, long story short, we kicking it. I come home, I don't take the job with Pfizer, and because I wanted to grow my hair. I had
Okay.
braids at the time. A hooper, AI out at the time. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So I'm coming to Lincoln. I used to hooper shit. So I come home. I don't want to cut my hair. And so Pfizer like, well, when you grow up, you
Yeah.
come work with us. And I'm like, damn.
Want to be a corporate guy
Yeah,
with the
like,
tie.
I've won every contest. I've done everything y'all want me to do. Whatever, cool, whatever. So I go work. I go work at the May Company.
Okay.
So the May Company is this like cubicle design building, calling people to say you owe us money.
Yeah, a call center.
Call center, but like collections, like the worst.
Yeah.
Like, call center saying like you want to switch your cable is different than collections.
I remember the May Company.
But it was packed with people my age.
It was like it was popping.
Popping.
Yeah. That's where everybody
It was
met their
the club,
girlfriends. Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah,
Boom.
they would got their hair done to go to work.
Man, go to work, man. I told people to come there so fly and shit. I didn't get it, all right? So I'm like, this is a bullshit. I can't call people and tell them that they owe me money because they don't
Right.
owe me money. And I don't know how to do this,
Yeah,
right?
so you're like, man, this ain't for me.
This ain't for me. So then I started getting kind of good at it, though, because it was like the more I get people to pay, the more money I make.
Yeah.
It was stupid, whatever. Anyway, so I did that for like 3 or 4 months.
All right.
I ended up seeing, who the fuck was it? I think I seen D Denim first. D Denim was like D Denim and this dude named William Wooten were like the first 2 people to start bringing Pimp Juice to life. Right?
Okay.
So Woody is our lawyer now, but at the time he was Nelly's tour accountant or like road accountant, but he's interning with D Denim. And he's like my lawyer now. He's still the dude. But anyway, so he comes back from Austria. He says, because fuck, man, I'm bad at this shit. Because I'm going all over the place, but I'm thinking of how it really happened.
Pimp Juice. So was it a thing?
It wasn't a thing. So Nelly wanted to do, and this is all coming at the same time. He did Air Force Ones, right?
Yeah.
Nike makes a shit ton of money.
Yeah.
They didn't really do right. You know what I'm saying? Like the business wasn't done right.
Yeah.
You would have thought that Nelly
would-
goes and get a $50 million check.
Right.
Because the shoe was $50 and now it's $100.
Yeah.
And they recolor schemed them. So now, even now, you're seeing all these retro shoes come out, new colors. That all kind of started at that same time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it wasn't taken care of right. So then a bunch of people came in the room and said, we got to start getting behind our own brands, doing our own shit. And like, we are the influence. We are the people that push the products. So Yomi goes from selling Vocal, realizing that Nelly's album sales are coming 70% women. Let's flip it. Vocal cool, but let's do apple bottoms. Boom,
yeah.
Pew, through the roof.
Right.
And so Nelly originally was like, well, we listening to the record. What else can we do? What else can we do? And he got the song called Pimp Juice. It was kind of corny at the time, whatever, but it was like, we can do something.
That's a classic record.
It's
man.
classic now,
Yeah,
right?
For sure.
Boom. So it was like, all right, cool, let's do this. Let's do something. So now, down at the lake, we fucking with Augie Bush and all the Bush boys and all that, right? So
Yeah.
Nelly like, let's do a liquor with them. You know what I mean?
Right.
So we go through all the process. They go through everything. D. Denim working hard, Woody working hard, I'm working, everybody working. Gary Wilds. So then we realized you can't do liquor with the name Juice in it because it confuses kids.
Okay.
Fucked us up. So now I
Yeah,
go
I
back
know
to
that.
drunk. So now Budweiser's like, figure it out. So now Woody or somebody just came back from Austria and Red Bull was a thing.
Yeah.
But it was like a little valve this big for construction workers that kept them from losing their balance on high beams. So he's like, man, it's gonna be a new market for energy drinks. I swear to God. Like what? Like nobody knew what was going on, right?
Yeah.
So they came back. We do that. No, they only have Nelly's likeness and his diet. So his diet made it so that he couldn't have caffeine. He was a vegan at the time, so all that made the only way we can make this product is that particular ingredient set.
Oh, for
Period.
real?
Yeah.
Because of Nelly's diet. Okay.
So
So you had to go off of what he could consume.
and it just happened to taste great.
Okay.
You know what I'm
I
saying?
remember
Like,
tasting Pimp Juice.
Yeah,
I'm
it
like,
was-
all right, it's got a whole different.
yeah, it was different. It wasn't carbonated. It wasn't nothing.
So what was your role at Pimp Juice?
So originally I came on to take it from an idea to market it for the masses immediately. Like hit the streets, go crazy, get into these college scenes, do all that stupid crazy shit. So I did all this touring with him. So I went on tour in the Nellyville tour. That was the Nellyville tour is where we first started, and it was a partnership. It wasn't like Nelly owned our company. It was a direct partnership. For his likeness, he was paid, and then we took what we had to do and keep re-upping. And you know how the game goes. So it's
Yeah.
like, our first year, the books say we made $8 million. You know what I'm saying? But in reality is we put 7.9 back into
Oh
it.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
We'll
So
get into that too with the club shit too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because people think that we're just fucking rich.
it take a lot of fucking
Yeah.
pictures to make you super rich. But
Did you
those
did-
numbers didn't lie though. You know what I'm saying? Those real numbers.
Yeah. Did you have the tour bus?
Yeah. So we bought that.
I remember that tour bus, man. I was like, this is the coolest shit ever.
Yeah, that shit was crazy. It was a 1977 Eagle.
It was hella old,
It was-
dude.
but
Even back then, it was old.
It was old then. But if you wrap this motherfucker right
Yeah.
and put 20 speakers and amps
Nobody's
and
gonna
Xboxes
pay
in this
attention to how
No.
old it is. They're gonna see the graphics
Man,
and be like,
this-
whoa.
Whoa. Yeah,
So
I mean,
what was inside the Pimp Juice tour bus?
That's probably where my strip club shit started.
Oh, really?
So we
Because
had a
I
pole
always
in
wanted to
there.
know what the fuck was going
Oh,
on inside
so
there.
it was a VIP club in the back. It's a video that Murph, Ali, Big Gip shot, and Nelly was the bus driver in this video. We shot it at the MTV Awards, 2003 or something. It's called "Work That Twerk That," and that was actually what that was the inside of the bus. So if you
That's
ever go
hard.
"Work That Twerk That" by Murphy Lee, Ali, and Big Gip.
That's
It was
what's up.
So it was a strip club in there. They had the Jägermeister on tap. They had Xboxes. It was crazy.
That's awesome, man. Yeah,
and they
I
had
know.
no heat.
For
I
real?
don't think it had heat.
Murph never told me about
It
that.
was some cold fun. Man, it was some cold days.
Some cold fun.
Cold fun.
That's
But
what's
we
up,
kicked
bro.
it. Yeah.
So that kind of had its height, and then, man, you've had your foot in everything, bro.
Yeah.
Like, I wanted to so I want to talk about Pimp Juice, and I wanted to talk about 314 Day.
Yeah.
And so 314 Day, like, to St. Louisans for the past 10, 15 years.
Yeah.
I mean, it's kind of like grown and grown and grown, but like,
Right.
I mean, I do a huge promotion here at the restaurant, but I wanna talk about the origin
$1
of
and a
314 Day.
That's my new slogan, $1 and a dream.
Well, we gotta
Yeah.
get you hooked
I'm gonna
up,
get it.
man.
Yeah,
We
I'm
gotta
gonna
get you
it,
hooked.
So my all of this is kind of coincidental.
Because I think
you
of
know?
Young Dip
Yeah, that's
and
my
you.
guy. That's it. Well, that's it. So I'm that's it, flat out. And I don't give a fuck who listening. That's it.
I'll be damned if somebody tried to say they started 314
Yeah,
Day.
no, man, fuck him.
Because shout out to Young Dip.
Yeah,
That's
man,
my
he
guy.
down in Atlanta right now.
Yeah.
We was just talking about something because we're gonna take this shit across the country. But my birthday is March 16th.
Okay.
So John had a club called Society at the time.
Yeah.
Down, it's a rock climbing wall now, but it used to be around
Toxic.
the corner for Plush, right?
Yeah.
Boom.
By the,
So he
Right.
didn't have nothing going on Fridays. My birthday was on like a Sunday, and so we start playing around. Me and Dip sitting flat out, sitting around the studio bullshitting, and he say, "Man, Santa Claus got a day. The Easter Bunny got a day. St. Louis would need its own day."
yeah.
And I'm like, "What?" And so we sitting there bullshitting, and he said 314 Day, and then we just went from there and just kind of kept. And so it was a building, another club. Fuck, man, who was our biggest sponsor at the time?
Plus?
Exquisite.
Okay.
You remember Exquisite?
Yeah.
So they had all the craziest cardinal hats. So that's what it was. The girls were free and dudes were like $10. The first one party we ever threw. Dudes was $10 if they had an STL fitted on. And that day we had Averb perform, we had Murph, we had Potsy, it was two girl groups at the time. It was a girl group called Catfight, which was it was Ebony Eyes, Penelope, and Chocolate Tie.
Okay.
That was Catfight. Nelly had
Oh,
just
that was
happened.
that was a group.
That was a group.
I didn't even know they were in a group. I thought they were
I
all
got some
solo.
shit, cuz.
I'm sure you
I got
do,
some
man.
shit, cuz.
I'm sure you do.
So boom. So then it was the other group, June 5th.
Yeah,
And
I
it
know
was,
June 5th.
Boom,
June
Tiffany, Brooke, and
St. Louis got some talent, bro. Yeah.
yeah. So everybody performed that day.
So 314 Day. So
That
they
was-
performed.
They performed. Like
And
it
that
was
was
the
a-
biggest mixtape concert ever.
I wasn't there, man, but I have
It
heard
just
stories.
happened. It just kind of happened. It was
And
dope.
we've all. I mean, do you remember the photos at Art Hill by the
Yeah,
statue?
that was big.
That was huge,
That was
man. I mean, so like to see where 314 Day like originated and where it came to,
Right.
and to know who like started that idea, like you and Dip.
Yeah, Dip has really been super passionate about it. Every year we kind of.
I talk to him all the time about it.
We were trying to do something bigger and better. We had a party at Busch Stadium, bro.
Really?
I think our second or third one, we shut down Busch Stadium.
That's
I
hard.
have. Fredbird might have been at every one.
Where the fuck was I? Like, I
don't
want to
know,
know where
cuz-
I was. Probably on my motorcycle somewhere,
But it was
locked up or some
It
shit.
was
I
so
don't
hard
know.
to even plan 314 Days because of the weather. And then Slim came in and really took it to a whole nother level nationally.
with the concert.
the state of emergency concerts.
Yeah,
And,
I mean, shout out to Slim. Those concerts were hard. I mean, I know that him and Dip like had a little.
it
they-
was we all
They
we're-
bumped heads a little bit.
Yeah, but so like when you're family, bro, like you're going to have those moments. 'Cause,
Yeah.
like you know what I'm saying. Like we grew up together.
It just kind of sucks when it goes public.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
you guys
Yep.
can't beef in private,
Yeah.
like, yo. But I mean, when the public's looking at you and expecting
Right.
you to react to something,
And people taking sides.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Instead of just saying like,
it's
yo,
still happening to this day,
Yeah.
bro. And that whole shit, people are
take
just
sides.
dividing here and going there. And I'm just like, man, I'm gonna just stay out of it and just sit
Yeah.
back and watch.
and that was
you know?
my thing. It was like the big, we got away from what it was about, and that's what we're kind of focusing on now. It's kind of getting back to what it was about, and what it's about is really like, is this shit you got going on? You know what I'm saying? Like, this is 314 Day in its entirety, damn near. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, you got the Science Center, you got, you know what I'm saying, the Chicken Jones, you got the Blues, the Arch, the Busch Stadium. You know what I'm saying? The Vest Sodas, like. That's how I grew up. You know what I mean?
love my city, man.
The
And,
Red
like,
Hot Ripples and Sundays and shit. Like, that's deep.
I think like anybody from St. Louis, honestly, bro, that like when they travel outside of the crib, like they're always wearing the St. Louis cap.
Got you.
I swear, man, and it's just like a
You
thing.
have to. So I know that I got your back in
Yeah.
case some jump off. This
Yo,
motherfucker.
I went to Memphis in May one time, right? And there's thousands of people down
Right.
on the street, and I got on my St. Louis hat. And I spot some dudes over here because I'm with some biker homies, you know,
Right.
and I see a group of dudes over there, and I see a St. Louis hat. I'm like, I'm good.
Right.
I'm good as long as I see the homies, and I don't even know these
I don't even know 'em.
motherfuckers. I don't even know them,
But this hat get to going, they gonna get to
yeah,
going.
they got on the St. Louis hat,
Right.
and if it goes down, I know that I got some homies over there.
Man.
Because when you're out of town, and you see some people from the crib, it don't matter.
Yeah.
If y'all even know each other.
Right. That shit over with.
Yeah, so like I felt at home in Memphis because I seen so many St. Louis hats. I'm like, I'm at the crib.
I felt like I was gangbanging recently though. I was
But we can't even do that here.
No,
we
don't
can't
know.
get along
No,
here.
don't
But
get
when we
along.
go out of town,
because people that leave town typically got a little bit of sense.
man.
Because a lot of people and that's the biggest thing is like when you bring stuff and you're trying to be progressive in St. Louis, it's usually the people that have traveled a lot.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like you've seen a lot.
Yeah.
I've seen a lot. So that's kind of sometimes I just felt like I was gangbanging for real. So I was in Texas and I saw a dude with a St. Louis hat on. I'm like, what's up, bro? I'm like, that's just a hat or is that you? He's like, oh no, I'm not from St. Louis. It's just a hat. I'm like, oh, okay.
You try to check him.
No, I mean, I just felt like we was gonna have something in common.
Right.
And I realized we did.
Like he just had the hat
He just
on.
had a hat. I'm like, who just buys a St. Louis hat? Cuz you just like baseball? What the fuck is that about?
Oh man.
So
Because whenever we
right.
see somebody that's not from the crib, like I saw, like there's an old Boys to Men photo, and
Man.
one of them got the St. Louis
Yeah.
hat on. I think I saw Tupac. With a St.
Tupac
Louis
had
hat.
one on. That's one of my
And I'm
favorite promotions.
And
like,
we get so excited.
yeah, they fuck with us.
Man, I was like, oh, they fuck with
Yeah,
the crib.
man.
Like when they got a Cardinals jersey on in a movie or something. I'm like,
When I
we get
first
so
got
excited.
St. Louis Pride, this is a terrible story too. I'm from the north side of St. Louis, right? So it's kind of, I mean, it is what it is. But it's always been there. You know what I'm saying?
the
But
north side's always been fucked up.
Yeah, been fucked up. You know what I'm saying? But we've had, it used to be more pride in it. And I grew up in a block like, so growing up in the 80s, crackhead St. Louis like real hard like 87. You know what I'm saying? The movie Colors came out. And
Yeah.
so our neighborhoods changed. And so like my block over to Carter, I grew up in Clarence. So my block over to Carter was all Crips. And then from Redbud, the other way was all Bloods. And my bus stop was in the middle of a war zone.
Shit.
So it's like, it is what it is. But so St. Louis, so that's what I was. So St. Louis, when I first took St. Louis Pride, never forget it. DJ Quick, we used to go to Gus's, right, to
Yeah.
get our bullshit clothes
Right,
and shit.
every bullshit, everything.
Right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So before Shisha and PR and Wally and them, Gus was the man in this
Gus's. You wanted
motherfucker.
some Dickie suit, you went to Gus's. You wanted a herringbone, you went to Gus's. You wanted a pager, you went to Gus's.
Flat out. The starter jacket, the sleeves might come off
Yeah.
this motherfucker.
But he got, and he's open on Christmas.
So
Oh,
shout out to
shit.
Gus and the real St. Louis shit. But when I heard DJ Quick say St. Louis is just like Compton,
Man,
that
I
was when
still
was
play
like,
that shit.
That's why I was like, yep. See,
I
now
still
people
play
respect
it.
us.
Man,
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like just like
We
Compton.
like the biggest little city or the littlest big city in the world.
And I fuck like with Nelly and Chingy, like they always wear St. Louis hats and I mean I love it. I love the crib. So I mean I love what you've done for St. Louis, man. Like you've done so much, and like I was going back to what I was saying when we first started talking. It's like people now only know you as Tatum from Onyx.
Right.
a lot of people, like, because there's a whole nother generation of people that have no idea
about
who we were 10, 15, 20 years ago.
And yeah,
And
so
they
a lot
only
of
know
people-
us for now.
For now.
For the past couple years, the club scene, and like the past few years, like they only know us for what we do right now.
Yeah, and that's
all right.
It's all right.
I'm
yeah,
cool with that.
for
but,
sure.
So I do want to get into that. And my man's taking another shot. So that means I got to take another shot.
Oh, that's how this go?
Because I drink more than you.
I got an Uber driver on deck.
I drink every Sunday, bro. Just for this.
And this is the reason
get that
that
later.
I might get into a different business at some point because I really believe that strip clubs were recession proof.
Cheers.
Cheers, man.
Cheers,
I'm sorry.
bro. No, you're good. Cheers.
Mm.
Everybody needs a stripper all the time.
That one tastes better than the first one.
Because you're a little loosened up.
Okay.
So, all right, we got to talk about Onyx, the strip club, bro. It's iconic in such a short period of time in St. Louis, and
I appreciate people for that, man. For
man,
real.
we as a city appreciate you. I mean, we appreciate Onyx and what it did because a lot of people were skeptical because so many people, including myself, were Team Pink Slip.
Yeah, for sure.
And
Me too.
I've been in the Pink Slip since before I was able to get into the Pink Slip.
What?
You know what I'm saying? Like I was going to the Pink Slip before I should have been in there.
Flat out.
And then me being like the only white guy, like me, there's like a couple of us.
Right.
But I mean, I've never felt unsafe
Right.
in one of the most fucked up areas of St. Louis or East St. Louis. Like I've never felt more safe.
You Bobby though. You know you get a pass like everywhere, bro.
I don't know.
Yeah, for real. Like,
All
for
right,
real.
well,
People like,
maybe
yo,
I
Bobby
should,
here. All right,
I need a name tag. Then.
No, they know you, cuz. They know you, cuz.
Yeah, man. But so I mean, the Pink Slip was like my cheers, man, and I miss it. But when Onyx came, because I remember like years ago there used to be a club called
Onyx.
Nah, bro.
Oh.
No, I mean there was a club called Onyx.
Right.
But the Pleasure Palace or something,
Right.
not the Pleasure Palace.
Same building, I think.
No, the building that Onyx is in now used to be like a
Pyramid of Pleasure. Yeah, something
white
weird.
strip club.
Right.
So anyway, tell me about like how the hell did you get into the gentleman club business?
Yeah, I'm not even a real life people tell you I'm not even a strip club dude.
When I heard, because when I first heard about Onyx,
Right.
I was like, okay, well, who's doing that? And I was like, it's probably an Arab dude or like somebody that's not from the crib.
Right.
So I just kind of let it do its thing. I'm like, all right, I'm still fucking with Pink Slip. I'm
Right.
still gonna go with Pink Slip. And then I had no idea. And then somebody said it was you. I'm like, no, no, not Tatum. Like,
Yeah, I know. Bill
I
Cosby.
still
This
did
shit
not
crazy.
believe it.
Bruh, it's crazy.
And then, I think it was one day that I walked in there and I started getting free shots sent to me, and I'm like, that's from Tatum. I'm like, Tatum? They're like, yeah, Tatum. I was like, and I put two and two together. I'm like, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
So I walk in there. I walk to the bar and I'm drinking for free, and I didn't even see you. You were
Right.
like in the back somewhere, like give Bobby some free drinks.
go take care of Bobby.
I didn't even know that. So
Yeah, I know.
thanks for that.
Yeah, it's my guy. So how
How did you get
Onyx
into?
work?
Yeah, how did you even stumble across that?
So there is probably 5. If I think about it all the time, and it's kind of morbid and shit. But I'm thinking like, man, what if I died today? Who would show up to my funeral? I
Okay.
literally have 5 big, huge circles of different kinds of people that would go. So I was an athlete all through high school and
it's
college.
good to have that though.
Right, I
It
can fuck
shows
with crackheads or
diversity.
politicians. Like I can do either side.
And you can blend in anywhere.
flat out.
Yeah.
Then I got I got my sports and shit. Then I got like college. So I went to Cardinal Ritter, went to Edwardsville. I went to 2 or 3 different high schools, all kind of stupid shit. Then I got the Make Company of Music and Dirty, Pimp Juice. Then I went through this thing at Club Fitness.
Okay.
You remember Dustin McCormick,
Yeah.
the rapper? Boom.
Yeah.
That's my cat.
Okay.
So then I was with Club Fitness for damn near 8 years.
Oh shit.
And then from Club Fitness and my own private consulting businesses and shit, then I went to Onyx.
How did it present itself? How did the strip club
So-
come into your lap?
Crazy. So my
How did your wife feel about
my
it?
wife?
We're gonna
My
talk
wife
about
is first, like so right, man. So
What the
you ever
fuck?
had them like them pillow
if I
talks? You're
would've-
not sure gonna go right.
If I would have told my ex-girlfriend like, "Hey, babe, so I got this idea," she'd be like, "You've lost your fucking mind."
No, I'm gonna tell you how. So my wife hates me, right?
Okay.
Because she believes that I'm very innovative. I'll tell her about ideas, and then I don't act on them, and then 10 years later, 5 years later, somebody doing them, and they huge.
Okay.
We'll probably talk about LaRue Champagne, because I bought a champagne company with Woody, my lawyer,
Okay.
before Ace of Spades. And we were supposed to do it with Mo, do it with everybody, and then Mo couldn't do it at the time, and then Jay couldn't do it at the time. So then Jay said, Tatum, we got to take this other deal. This other deal ended up being Ace of Spades. Then that turns into Duce, then that turns into Boom.
Oh man.
That's a really
Yeah.
sad moment in my life.
Right,
That shit didn't
of
go
course.
Right. But you got to invest. You got to lose sometimes. I ain't
Yeah.
gonna lie to you.
Oh
But,
shit, I've lost a lot.
fuck it.
Yeah.
So like I said, these are big, huge groups. But my wife, 10 years, probably before we got married, I told her, I'm like, man, I want to buy a strip club. Because I felt like it was recession-proof. I've always felt like that.
So you thought about the strip club as an aspect of financial, not
Business,
just because
yeah.
you want to have a strip
Yeah,
club.
I don't.
All right.
Pimp Juice, Apple Bottom.
You saw enough of that shit.
Nellyville, like
Yeah.
them tours. I've seen enough women in my entire life
Yeah.
to last me and maybe not you, but me and somebody else.
No, I'm ready to. Yeah, I'm chilling.
so we go through that. So I tell her that before I'm talking about, it was a club called Soft Touch. Before all that, like I'm like, man. I want to do something different. And because I'm in the music business, I saw it as a way to introduce new artists. Because we travel so much, I'm like, when we go to Atlanta, when we go to Houston, these DJs are breaking new music. That's how Jeezy came out. That's how Luda dropped. That's how all these artists were coming out of these strip clubs, right? So I'm like, man, they were making it more like a club with dancers versus a brothel.
I want to talk about that too. So all right, I gotta talk about how you got into it, and then I want to talk about the aspects of it.
Boom. Okay. So
Because there's some shit that I gotta know and I want to address
we're gonna get it. We're gonna address
right now.
Nothing's off
I want to
limits with you,
address
Bobby.
it.
So my guy actually, further back than that, a girl I met in Texas.
I'm about to go live on my Facebook page.
Okay.
All right.
I'm thinking I'm still live. I got 12 people. I don't have that many friends.
I don't either.
I gotta
But it'll
do it
say
more
like
often.
100 and some people watched it.
Right. So a girl I met in Texas during Pimp Juice, she got a guy coming here looking that wants to do a strip club too. So it's like, boom. She's like, you said this and he said that. It makes sense. You're the man in the city. You know everybody. You ain't never had no problems with nobody. It makes sense.
Okay.
I'm like, all right, cool. I'll meet with him. So I'm at Club Fitness at the time. My wife has had a child, but I'm watching my kid grow up on Facebook because they're athletes and stuff. They're young. My kid's 8 now, but 9 now. Will be 9 soon. He has. We were watching him grow up on Facebook though, because in the gym world, you got to work when everybody else is off work. You know what I'm saying? So I'm at work at 9 in the morning, and I'm really not getting out of there till 8, 9 at night. By the time I get home, my kids are asleep. You know what I'm saying? So my kids are I'm literally watching them grow up on Facebook on my lunch breaks and shit. I'm like, I can't do this. You know what I'm saying? Like I just can't do it. And we're growing Club Fitness. We're growing it. And so it looked really good. It was really lucrative. It was working. And I was just kind of complacent. And I started getting pushed out. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes you think that you're losing something when you're actually gaining more, right? And so new management came in. We kind of butted heads. They were getting rid of all my friends and shit. And I'm like, man, they're really trying to get rid of me. They were trying hard. Like they were putting me in the worst positions ever and I was still succeeding.
Trying to get you to quit.
So I'm really like, bro, like what is going on? You know what I'm saying? But I didn't look like everybody. I didn't talk like everybody, but I could relate to everybody. And which was different.
Yeah. That's something we have in common.
And it was weird because the people that they wanted money from looked like me, but they weren't willing to invest in those markets, and I was having problems with that.
Yeah.
So all of this new Club Fitness shit, y'all see, it was Jason Smith and myself, and all the marketing plan. I don't care what nobody say. So anyway, we get through that, and I'm watching my kids grow up, and I'm looking for a way out. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, man, this is it. You know what I mean? This is an opportunity that's presented myself. Jerry Westland. Jerry is my business partner, biggest mentor in the game. Jerry is white, but he grew up in Compton, like he but he both, like he can do everything, you know what I'm saying? Like, and he'd tell you to himself, like, I can talk to somebody for 7 minutes about any subject in the world.
Yeah,
And
me too.
Then I'm out of there.
Yeah.
If then my phone got to ring because I might get caught bullshitting. But then, so
Yeah.
Jerry was my dude and we're still, he's like my mentor, my big brother, my dad. Like he's that, you know what I'm saying? So, but he owns all these clubs all across the country. He owns like 28. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? Like, and that's a big fucking deal.
Hell yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But when his first clubs was, so you remember Hustle and Flow?
Yeah.
that strip club in there, that's his strip club in Memphis.
That hole in the wall that Ludacris got his ass whooped in?
That was one of his clubs in Memphis. Boom.
That's a real club?
It was the Blacktails.
Damn,
You remember
I thought that
Blacktails, the magazine that used to get sent to the joint?
Dude,
Boom,
I
that's
still
him.
have a Blacktail magazine.
Boom. So he got the Blacktail jackets. He got the hats.
What?
His first party at a black strip club. We got mostly white strip clubs now, except for Onyx, and we kind of working these other ones out. But his first party was when O.J. Simpson came home.
Get
And
the fuck out.
he made 1,000 shirts and said, "I party with OJ." Sold them bitches out.
That's awesome, man.
So you got me, Jerry. That's my dude though. But they call him the Pony Boss. He probably don't care about that. I'm telling people that.
So he had an opportunity for you to jump in with Onyx.
Yeah. So he was like, "Yo," but we were going to actually name it something else originally, and I was like, "Yo, it's gonna be really hard to come into this market where we have these two powerhouses that are already been
You
here.
already got the pink slip and
You got
bottoms up.
You have an area of town known for this world. We're going to move it outside of that area, and we're going to make the branding harder."
I didn't think that it was possible.
I didn't either.
I
It
didn't
was
think
hard.
that. I was like, how are you going to take the urban community away from the pink slip and bottoms up and have them drive further?
Further. Especially when the time the bridges were closed.
Dude.
This shit was all bad.
And a lot of times, I'll tell you this, like, people like, let's go to Onyx. I'm like, man, fuck that. I'm not driving all the way
it's
over
too
there.
far right now.
I'll drive right across the bridge, go to the pink slip.
Right.
It's boom, I'm right there.
But now you're going to Cheers, right? So you don't drive to Six Flags because you're like, that shit too far. But you would get on a plane to go to Disney World.
Yeah.
So it's a difference between a destination spot and a regular
You
spot.
had that vision.
Yeah.
All I saw was like, that's too fucking far.
No, but if you go
And all
to-
my friends still work at the pink slip, so why am I going to Onyx?
I'm with you. But the reality is, if I'm willing to drive this extra 15 minutes, I'm going to stay here.
Yeah.
I'm going to eat here. I'm going to drink here. I'm going to have a good time here. And I'm going to go home. This isn't going to be... So Pink Slip...
I'm going to stop here, I'm going to stop there. I'm going
Yeah, I can go
This
right-
is cracking, I'm going to go down across the street.
They have an option.
Down the alley.
Literally, they have an option.
Yeah.
If it don't look like enough people in here, I'm
The
going
food's better at bottoms
Yeah.
up, so I'm going to just, yeah.
to... So, no. I'm not going to give you
Bottoms
an
up
option.
had shrimp, and
You got chicken.
pink slip had the chicken. What do you want?
Bro, so my... Oh, shit. So, before the strip club shit, my very first... Maybe it's our second 314 day.
All right.
And I'm sorry to the families. I don't know how this shit. I don't even know how it finished. But I knew I had become desensitized to Brooklyn violence.
All right.
Boom. So 314 day, I don't feel like going in the house. I'm like, fuck it, let's go to the east side. Because
Yeah.
that's what you say in St. Louis when you
Yeah,
feel like going home.
exactly.
Fuck it, let's go to the east side.
Oh, the east side. You
So-
already know what that means.
Yeah. So I'm
Yeah.
going to, I pull up, I jump out, me and my guy. We walking into Pink Slip, bro.
You guys hearing this?
Somebody gets shot in the vestibule, like in the ticket part.
And that's literally like 3 feet by 4 feet.
I literally walk over dude and say, let's just go to bottoms up.
You walked over a dude that
Bruh.
just got shot. Like,
Bruh,
let's just.
I guess I'll just go 10 feet away. Like, it's cool. I was tripping. But we had become desensitized to the bullshit.
Because in Brooklyn, you expect that shit,
And that's
I
crazy.
guess.
And that's crazy. And so that's kind of what I did want. And it doesn't, you cannot prevent all bullshit.
No, hell no.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying that those clubs created bullshit, the culture. So when we
The
open
shit
Onyx-
happens here at a chicken restaurant.
You know what I'm saying? So it's
Come on.
bullshit. Like, bro. So the reality is we had to not only we're trying to change a culture. Not of just dancers, not of just like the people's driving. Like we had to change the dancers, the customer, the employees, because I had to get employees from strip clubs.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody signing up to work at
So were you-
midnight to 6 in the morning.
Yeah, were you poaching from the slip and bottoms
My
up?
guy got my
Because I know,
Number 10,
bro, I
yeah.
remember this shit all too well. I remember when this group of girls left to go to Onyx,
Yeah.
and then these couple girls worked at the Slip and Onyx, and that was frowned upon.
Right.
And then this bartender left to come to Onyx, and I'm just like, so at that time I was like, so what team are you on? Are you Slip or are you Onyx?
I
And
know.
Callie was like, I'm so Slip, and I'm with it. And there's just so many people that were so Pink Slip.
And then they wrote, I respected that loyalty.
Yeah, of
To this day,
course.
like I still respect that loyalty.
I'm telling you, if the Slip opened back up, I would go.
That's supposed to.
Yeah.
I would go pay homage for sure.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? I
So-
don't really like the dude that's talking shit about me, but
I mean, yeah. I mean, you're gonna have that shit.
but
You're
what,
gonna have
I
that
don't
shit.
even know the dude. I don't know him. He don't know me. But he told somebody I was on the boat and that I owed taxes and the Pink Slip was gone forever. And he got like 700 shares on Facebook.
Really?
Yeah.
And it was
Fuck
talking
me.
shit about you?
Man.
Well, here's to you, sir. Fuck you.
Fuck you.
Fuck you. We don't know you.
I don't know you, bro. I don't. I really don't.
Come with some facts.
Yeah. I don't
And
owe
then,
nobody
then,
shit.
then I'll be worried about it. So,
Tell
bro.
me that. Nobody's ever borrowed nothing from me.
yeah. So, all right, all right, so you're the man behind Onyx right now.
Yeah, I'm the face right now. Yeah, and that wasn't even the plan. You know what I'm saying? But that's just kind of how it played out.
But I mean, you got to understand, bro, like when the slip closed,
They blamed me.
of course they
That-
did.
that-
They
that was
blamed, yeah,
unfair.
they blamed you.
They had shit going on anyway. But
Yeah.
you know that.
It's
you know what I'm
been
saying?
it's been some shit in that city for a decade
Right.
and more. So yeah, I mean, of course, here's your club is doing great, and the slip closes. Everybody says
Coincidence.
it's because of Onyx.
Right.
Everybody
I
says
seen
it.
the funniest tweet or Facebook chat ever one time, bro. It said, "Fuck Onyx. It closed the pink slip and 17 shopping saves." I said, "Damn, cuz we're responsible for shutting down shopping saves."
Damn.
Yeah, it was funny, but you know what I mean. Like, no, I really respected them. I think the first employee that came over, to be honest, was a bartender. You know what I'm saying?
Mary?
My guy poached her. My guy, Lil Brian, he came in, he poached her.
Mary was literally in here like 4 days ago.
Yeah, that's my
And
homie.
she told me, she was like, Bobby, she was like, that literally, she's like, if that shutdown wouldn't have happened, I would have never left the club.
Right.
She was like, I had to change my life. Like, it's some shit, like, I'm getting older. Like, I would have never left.
Yeah, we had that conversation, man.
So, I mean, you and I have talked about it. I'm sure that a lot of people have talked about it, and it was like time for some people to just like, all right, this is a sign for me to just change, like go on to the next step of my life.
Yeah.
So let's talk about strip clubs.
Uh-huh.
Let's talk about your strip club. Let's talk about
Wait till you see my new one.
in Indy. I can't wait. I'm waiting for you to call me and tell me to come down there.
I might send a whole charter bus to St. Louis up. That's just like that first weekend.
I want to come down there
bananas.
before that.
Oh, okay, cool.
So I mean, I'll come help you like do
Bro,
whatever you need.
It's beautiful. It's a beautiful.
Because when it
place.
comes to hospitality, I'm pretty good at what I do.
Yeah,
I am.
you cold.
I've been here for 10 years.
and they love you. The whole the community loves you.
Yeah.
They don't know about they don't know the Bobby.
They don't know, man. They don't know the stunt rider, the
Right.
drug dealer, the fucking a lot of these people don't know a lot of shit about me, but there's a lot of aspects
But
to
people get a
Bobby.
chance to grow, bro.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Like people get a chance to grow.
and I'm glad that I've like created all these things in St. Louis. But like, okay, strip club,
Yeah.
Onyx, dude. You know, okay. See, you live in it. You live
Right.
in the world, and you lived on my side of things before Onyx. So
Right.
it's like when shit closes in St. Louis, it's like, all right, what are we gonna do? We're gonna go to the east side.
Right.
So depending on who you're talking to, if you're talking to, all right, let's call it what it is. If you're talking to a white person,
Right.
they're talking about Penthouse or,
Right.
or Pops.
Right.
You're talking to a black person, they're talking about the Pink Slip.
Yeah.
So now, well, not since COVID, but
Right.
in the past like 2 years, it's like, okay, we're going to the east side. You
Right.
already know what they're talking about Onyx.
They're probably talking about that.
And Onyx has become the new destination for like the urban community after hours.
Yeah.
And except for me, I go at midnight,
And try to get the fuck up out of
and
there.
then by the time it starts getting crowded, I'm out.
Yeah,
Like, cause I don't do crowds, bro. But
Right.
I like the atmosphere. I like the environment. Cause I go in there, I see Cali, I see Luscious,
Right.
I see Mary.
It still cheers for you. So
Yeah, I still see all my friends.
People,
Yeah, I see like everybody that I know. Everybody in there I know.
Right.
Not everybody, but I know the person at the door. I know the bouncer. I know the bartender. I know the girls.
Right.
So like I feel really welcome when I get there, but once everybody starts just pouring in
Yeah.
at like 2:30 in the
It's
morning,
over. Get the
I'm
fuck out.
like, I can't.
Yeah, my friends come. I tell them like my aunt just came through a birthday party. My dad's been by there, and I'm like, and I got them on a watch. Like, bro, at 2:00 y'all need to be leaving.
Yeah.
And they didn't. They thought it was bullshit. Man, couldn't get off the parking lot.
It gets fucking insane.
Insane.
Insane, dude.
But I'm expanding it too, so that's good.
So all right, so tell me about like so basically we so we'll call it like it is. The Pink Slip closed,
Yeah.
and everybody came to Onyx.
Yeah.
Right. So 90% came to Onyx. I would say. This is me on the outside.
Okay. So the outside looking in is now this is the dilemma with that. I have girls who have never danced before that wanted to dance but weren't accepted at Onyx. I mean, weren't accepted at the Pink Slip. Weren't accepted at Bottoms Up. So they got this brand new club
It's
that they
so
get
cliquey.
to start first.
Yeah.
They get to be the first girls. Like Wild Child, you know her, right?
Yeah.
So Wild Child
I don't
never
think I know her personally.
Okay, but she's never danced before Onyx. And now she's like
Popping.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there was a couple girls like that. Bailey, a couple other girls, right?
I know Bailey.
So So now I
She
got
started
that.
off bikini boxing.
Really?
Yeah, bro. Bailey was a fucking gangster in the ring. You didn't know that?
No, but which?
Bailey.
You talking about short hair Bailey?
Yes.
Okay, I could imagine that.
Okay.
She crazy.
There's another Bailey.
There's another Bailey.
Oh well, yeah, that Bailey. She was bikini boxing
Strippers
at
have
the city.
a lot of double names out there. There's only so many stripper names you can have.
I know. So there's a lot of people with the same name.
Yes, I-
But I'm thinking of the other side of Onyx. You should put a ring and have bikini boxing.
Because I want
That's just me as a customer wanting to see this shit.
you
Like,
want to see beautiful girls turn into
beat each other
barbarians.
up. Yeah. So we're gonna talk about the expansion, but I wanna ask you a couple of questions about the club.
Yeah.
You know, back in the day, women, like females, were not allowed to get into the strip clubs
Right, without a guy. and shit.
without a guy.
Yeah.
And you and I had this conversation months back, and I don't think that'll ever happen again. But like the strip clubs nowadays have turned into the club.
Yeah, they could turn into.
And
They
so-
play the same music.
I think it takes away from the girls making money sometimes because people are so fixated on each other and dressing up and looking cute for
Right.
each other.
Right.
And the girls are over here on stage trying to entertain you, and you're not even paying
Are they
attention to
really
them.
entertaining you?
But I'm asking.
Are they really trying?
Some of them are.
Some of them are. Some of them are not.
So let's talk about that. So what do we? So are there people there that you just? Because you can't be 20 people.
No.
You can't be.
No, I don't. I
You
can't.
can't. I mean, if in a perfect world, you'd have 20 Tatums walk around the
Right,
club.
right.
But now you have to trust these people, this bar manager, this bouncer, this person, and you got to trust them to do their jobs.
Yeah.
But you've also got to think these people are not going to take it as seriously as I would.
No.
And you and I have had these conversations about like, this is my brand, this is my restaurant, and when people see Onyx, it's all you.
Right.
So when something goes wrong at Onyx, they automatically blame you.
Right.
And you don't even know what the fuck's you don't even know what happened yet.
Right.
But it's your fault.
Yes.
All of a sudden, it's your fault.
So no, it'll go back to the previous question. No, it'll probably never go back to where women are not allowed in unless they have guys. It has become more of a club with dancers. But I would say that the dancers probably appreciate girls coming in the club.
Why?
2 reasons. One.
And if you guys have any questions to ask, I would really love Jada. Oh yeah, Jada is definitely the. Well, I wouldn't say she is the queen because
Jada's queen. Who's Jada?
she said Jada was a bikini boxing queen.
Oh.
But the girl from the project, what was the girl's name? She's a cop now.
Shit, Tattoo was
Tattoo,
was a
yeah,
monster.
Yeah, Kiana, she was tough.
Do you have her real name?
Kiana, if you're watching, that's
But,
the
yeah,
homie.
she
though.
always want to come in. She like, let's do some bikini boxing.
She's
I got
such
some
a
shit.
thug,
I gotta get some shit
man.
off my chest. I'm like, damn.
Dude, she's got some built up aggression like all the time. That's the homie though.
But she
Like,
got boxing gloves in this hand and burning sage in this hand. I'm
and
like,
you're
what
right,
the fuck is
she's
going
just
on?
smoking weed over here, then she's like meditating over here. She's just all over the place. But I love people like that. Like she's like really smart, and I dig that. So
Yeah, but 2 reasons I think that'll never happen again.
why do the girls appreciate having other girls in there?
The gay community is huge, and the girls throw more money.
Do they?
They throw a lot.
Okay.
I know it sounds crazy, but I'm looking at the numbers. Like the girls throw just as much. You got your ballers, you know what I'm saying? You got
Mm-hmm.
your athletes, you got your rappers and shit that's gonna come in there and do it for marketing material. Boom, they look huge. But girls come in there, bachelorette parties, all that shit, come in there and have a great time. You know, because I believe most women have an inner Nicki Minaj in them. Any Cardi B, right?
They want to let loose.
Yeah,
they
they
want
just wanna have a good time.
Real quick, we're gonna get back to that real quick. Is Onyx a chain club? So let me
Yes.
just ask that.
Yes.
So the Onyx in Centerville wasn't the first Onyx.
No.
Okay, so that
So
was
Future, when he say post up at Onyx and shoot his movie, he wasn't talking about us.
right. So it was you just got the permission.
I
the
bought
rights.
McDonald's. Yeah.
Yeah, you bought a franchise.
Yeah.
All right,
So we got into that.
That's that question.
But the company that we bought it from, RCI, owns Scarlett's, owns Rick's Cabarets, bunch of other
Yeah.
big shit, publicly traded. But we came in because of Jerry's relationship, Jerry Westland, the guy I was telling you about, best friends with one of the head guys over there, came in, negotiated a deal, and now because of the way I run things, the way Jerry runs things, they have kind of officially said that they're never going to open another Onyx if it's not with us. Like, we're the only people that can open Onyx.
Man, that's awesome, man.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get in with you.
Man, you're good. You're already there.
I'm trying to get in with you.
I told you we should. The thing that I thought was
I got like
best,
$5,000 in the shoebox. What's up? I'm just playing.
I got you. So that's like, if we multiply that by chicken boxes in there. But no, I really think that you taking over our kitchen one day is still going to be a
Bro,
thing.
no, dude. I do not want to do that. I don't want to do that. I mean, no, well, for one day.
If one day
If
Bobby come
St.
in
Louis
there,
Wing Company does the for the one day takeover at Onyx,
Yeah.
yeah, I don't think I would personally
you
be
don't
back
have to
there
be
frying
back
chicken.
there. No,
But
you're not supposed to
yeah,
be back there.
we would
Still-
serve the red hot Ripley wings at Onyx.
Iconic.
We've already talked about that, so we'll probably just do that
Just
shit.
do it.
We'll probably just do that. We'll just have the red
Can
hot
I get
Ripley
you a
wings.
food truck? You know we make food trucks too, right?
Yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah, you need to
Yeah,
look into it.
man, I'm tired of this, man.
I
wanna
know.
do
I saw
something
you.
else.
Hey man,
I talk
I
shit.
damn near called you like, bro.
I know, man.
If it's for sale, like we need to talk.
I just sometimes, man, I get tired of doing this shit all the time, bro.
Oh.
So I know like you do
Until
too.
it's taken away from
so
you,
let's
that's
get
hard
back
too.
to that. So every girl's got her inner Nicki Minaj and they want to just let loose and
Yeah.
be crazy, but do they really have the bread, the money to just?
If your sugar daddy is paying your bills, and he is paying your rent, boom, boom, you have more disposable income
Yeah.
than the guy who's working a 9 to 5 that's gonna come in there and spend $300.
Yeah, and that's a lot of money to him.
Yeah.
But what's unfortunate is that some people treat him as if he's like a broke
that's-
ass dude.
You know who? I mean, can I say this?
Say
Fuck
it.
But Diamond,
Yeah.
she's one of our top tier dancers. or
Right.
whatever. She has shown me the real hustle to a lot of shit. And a lot of people hate her. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of people love her, hate her, whatever. But she will look at a room and say, there's 40 guys in here. If I can go get $100 from each one of these guys, I win.
Yeah.
Versus going up there with fucking Michael Jordan and I got to split 10 grand with 20 girls.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, she'll work a room, and now that guy feels special. So if she can do that money on a Tuesday, doesn't have to wait for a Saturday. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So it's a numbers game at the end of the day. And then even in business, like when I come in and I say, okay, if we have 500 people in here and everybody spent $100, there's 50 grand in the building.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, and if I got 30 girls and divide that number, y'all all should have walked out here with $1,700. Cool, but everybody should be happy.
Yeah.
You made $1,700 in 4 hours worth of work.
But it don't work like that.
You don't work like
Because not everybody thinks like that.
But if they did.
They see a shower of ones and they run over there, and there might be
left the guy with the
you left
200.
yes,
You know what I'm saying?
and that was all yours.
Yeah,
but
that
now
was
you
your-
got to split that.
Man.
Now you got to split that 200 with 6 people.
Man. And people that you say you don't trust, that's where all the like stuff comes from. So it's like, ideally,
How did you deal with that shit?
I have a great house mom too.
You didn't sign up to be
A counselor.
a counselor because I know people come crying to you, and they come to you for everything, and and you're just like sometimes just want to scream, be like, I'm not here for this.
Bro, so I've had everybody come from. My car just got towed away because I was parked illegally. I don't know what that has to do with
But
me.
they want you to fix it.
Like, you need to call the police. I need some money, whatever. Boom, I got that. I had a man, it's some sad shit. Some shit that happens in strip clubs that nobody really talk about. I had a customer take a girl's bag off stage and walk out.
Damn. But what are you supposed to do?
It's not my responsibility.
But they come to you about it.
Go back to the cameras, go find them, go beat them up. Like,
So now you feel an obligation to
I gotta go do. Yeah, I gotta
something.
protect the girls.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's one thing about Onyx, and they'll tell you is that I'm gonna take care of my girls, and I don't tell them that they can't go work anywhere else. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of times that's the kind of thing. You know what I'm saying? Like the kind of bully system where it's like, no, you can't go work nowhere else. Fucking
Yeah, they
you're
want
just-
an exclusivity
No, I should make it so great here
that you don't
want
want
to
to
go
work.
nowhere else.
Yeah, man.
And if I didn't, I'm going to ask you, like, how can I do my job better? You know what I'm saying? What can we do different? Sometimes I can say anything on here. I've heard girls say, the reason I still go to Bottoms is because it's easier for me to make money there.
Why is that? Because they allow more things to happen there?
I don't think that's it. I hope that's not it. It could be it. It could be one variable. But the other piece is,
I hate Bottoms Up.
I know, but
I don't like the vibe there. I've never had a great time there. One time with Pretty Tony.
That's my dude too. I miss my dude. I ain't seen him in a minute.
I haven't seen. I don't know where he went.
He just be outside. They fucking was petting tigers the last time I seen
You're
him.
right. He was in Thailand, but I don't know where the fuck Tony is. But last time I had a great time at Bombs Up, I was with Tony, and the stripper turned around and I think somebody threw like $5 or $10 on her. She turned around and said thank you, and I said, "You're not from St. Louis, are you?" Because I'm telling you right now, bro, like St. Louis girls are not that polite.
No, but that's the other part.
She was from Louisiana,
Oh,
and I
yeah.
knew I knew you wasn't from
You're not
here
from
because you just said thank you for $10.
I could tell from the way you walk, you ain't from
Yeah.
around here. Probably can't tell because I ain't walking. nowhere.
Exactly. So they say they work at Bottoms Up because they make more money.
No, they don't make more money. It's easier, they say. Sometimes. So I don't want to get at the girls because I love some girls over there like that. I've been trying to damn near like, man, I'm like, damn, she's still over there. Like I thought I had the cream of the crop. You know what I'm saying?
And there's some girls that I know that are still at Ups and they're not leaving.
You know what? And this is
Tell me.
the competition. Like when you put a 10 in a room with 10s, it blends in. When you
Okay.
put a 10 in a room with 8s, she stands out.
Or fours.
At 8s, I'm going stay focused, man.
When you put a 9 in a room with 4, when you put an 8 in a room with some 4s, she turns into a 10,
Turns into a 10.
and
So-
then she just kind of
Yeah.
turns into.
And there's some guys that don't necessarily fit the culture of what Onyx is, and they like, well, I ain't going out there. Or they feel like the girls don't fuck with them if they ain't got a certain amount of money in Onyx.
Man, and I feel that.
You know
I
what I'm
feel
saying?
that
shouldn't-
personally.
But yeah, that ain't the truth.
I mean, I feel that personally when I come into Onyx. Well, not necessarily because I'm me, but like I feel like some guys feel like when they go into Onyx, if they're not wearing designer shoes and designer this and designer that and throwing
Right.
all this money, that nobody's gonna pay attention to them.
Right.
Well, I'm here to tell you that when you go into Onyx wearing designer shoes, you go in there to impress the other dudes looking at you. Them girls do not give a fuck about your Dolce & Gabbana sneakers.
No, they don't.
They don't. They probably don't even know what they are. And if they do, they're gonna pass you up because they know you're a fuck boy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like if you walk into the strip club with like you're dripping, you got $20,000 on your back.
Right.
Your sneakers, your shoes, your Montclair, whatever. The girls are not gonna flock to you.
No.
You're in there to impress other dudes.
Yeah.
At least that's what I think.
Yeah, but you get that. So our design of our building was intentional because not only am I a businessman, I'm also like I really play with people's psyche. Like I fuck with, like I gotta learn people and how business works and how people's
You
minds
sit
work.
back and you peep shit and you
Yes.
analyze it.
That's the goal for me because, so when you first walk in Onyx, and I know we were gonna probably do a show at Onyx at some point, but when you first walk in, there's these skyboxes.
What do you
and
mean more celebrities?
Oh yeah, so we're gonna do some more. I do. So
Like so you bring people to the club and like promote that.
typically I don't promote it anymore because I think it's a better experience if I go to a party and Jay-Z walks in.
As opposed to like I'm promoting that Jay-Z's
I'm going to
gonna
a
be
Jay-Z
there.
party. And
Yeah.
he come in late and,
And
he
you already-
he don't show his face. He don't do no songs.
Yeah.
Now you know what I'm saying? Like now I'm like fucked up. But if he walk in, it's now my expectations. You know what I'm saying? Like
they weren't expecting
I wasn't
him to be
expecting
there at a certain time. They weren't
Right.
expecting this, and then he just walked in like, oh shit.
I'm partying with Jay-Z.
So like, what about that? Because there's like an iconic picture that kind of circulated through St. Louis with Nelly, J-Bo, Jr.
Right. And there was never a flyer that went out about that.
Yeah, I mean it was just the homies having a good time.
Homies having a good time.
And I appreciate that because I know those guys.
Right.
And like Jr. and J-Bo, like those are friends of mine. Like
Right.
so, like to see that and to see like it didn't seem like it was staged.
Right.
It, like they were actually there having a real good time.
Yeah, when Jeezy came through, when all those guys came through, they don't come through because working in the music business, that also allowed me some relationships. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Where people can be like, yo, I'm in town. You know what I'm saying? Tatum, I'm coming to rock with you. You know what I'm saying? Let me come through the back door. Let me get me some chicken. I'm cool. Cool, I got you. You know what I'm saying? I might throw him a bottle, throw him a couple $100 to throw just to, you know what I mean, whatever. But I don't have to. I've been blessed. You know what I'm saying? And if somebody lands in this town, has a big concert, and they want to go to a strip club or an after party, we've established a brand in which now it's like everybody's gonna tell them to go to Onyx. If you're just trying to kick it and have a good time, like after hours, like the only place to go is Onyx. The only place serving food this late is Onyx. Like that's what they're gonna tell them. And it's a brand. It's a McDonald's to them. You know what I'm saying? Like already there's an Onyx in Charlotte and Houston and Dallas and blah 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 blah.
Kind of like
Philly.
B-Live.
Yeah. So now they know like if you ask. Again, it's generational. You know what I'm saying? Like Pink Slip, Red Garter, that shit was huge when we was coming up. That shit was nationally known.
Pink there.
You know what I'm saying? So when they came in town and they said, you want to go to Pink Slip or you want to go to Bottoms Up, a national artist probably would have picked the Pink Slip because I've heard of that before.
I saw Project Pat on stage at the Pink Slip. I've seen national artists on stage at the Pink Slip, and I'm just like...
That's crazy. Right. They just in here with us.
Yeah, they're just in here chilling.
Yeah.
Man,
because it's a national brand that they have, you know what I'm saying? And they did a great job with that. And so that's how they feel about Onyx. You say, you want to go to Onyx or you want to go to Bottoms Up? And they like, I don't know. Like, let's go to Onyx. At least I know kind of what to expect.
Right.
I mean, and I think we're blessed in having that.
I mean, but and you are like, see, you're you,
Right.
and there's a lot of people that just, and I'm sure you get this all the time because I get it. And I just sell chicken.
Right.
Like people come here all the time, and they're like, they call me by name. They're like Bobby. Especially now with masks on, I don't know who the fuck they are. But like even before masks, like so somebody could have seen me on Channel 2,
Right.
or saw me on Instagram, and they're coming in here like calling me by name.
Personal relationship.
And I'm just like, hey, they're like, Bobby, what's up, man? I was like, hey, how you doing? And I'm like, I don't know who is that?
My wife.
I don't know. I don't know who that is. So like, I bet it's multiplied by 100 with you.
I got a funny story. So you know Lala, my front door girl, right? So for months, they keep talking about my sister comes to the club. I'm like, yo, my sister is asleep. My sister don't come to the club like this late. If she did, she would have called me. This girl's getting a parking spot up front. She's walking in for free. She's bringing people with her. She's Tatum's sister. Everybody's taking care of her because they believe they got to take care of the boss's sister. The boss's sister here.
Because at one point she told him that.
And she tell them every time. I'm Tatum, and so they are related to each other. Hey, Tatum's sister's here in the parking lot. Somebody come take care of her, right?
Funny.
I happen to be at the front door one day when she walks in. She's like, I'm Tatum's sister. Me to you.
And she said,
I'm Tatum's sister. And Lala was like, okay, lets her walk by. And I'm like, I don't have a fucking clue who that is. She's like, no way. I'm like, I've never seen that lady in my life.
oh my God.
So the next time she came in, they let her have it. Like, yo.
Damn. I would never do that.
But a lot of people, so I try not to, all promoters know that though. You know what I'm saying? Like, do not go outside those doors. Because everybody knows you. Everybody wants to get skipped in line. Everybody wants, come on. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know, and especially, told you all the different people I've known. So now I got people from Matthew Dickey football team when we was 12, like, bro, come on,
it's me.
I blocked for you, cuz.
Yeah. We played football together when we was 10.
And so I respect and love everybody for showing support.
But
you know what I'm saying?
you can't, bro. Like I tell people all the time, if I were to give out deals and discounts to everybody that I knew,
Right.
I would be unemployed.
Absolutely.
My restaurant would have shut down a long
People
time
don't
ago.
even understand like margins.
And
They don't have to
my
do that.
thing is like if you feel like we're that close, then support me.
Yeah. So that's my girls' thing now. They say, oh yeah, you Tatum people? Cool. Just pay now and then go find him. He'll give you your money back. And nobody's gonna come in there and
Right,
be like,
exactly.
hey, cuz I paid 10 at the door. You got me.
That's not
If
me.
you're bold enough to say that, then
if see me as Bobby is if I get special treatment somewhere, I appreciate it.
Right.
But I never go somewhere expecting it.
Yeah, I never go anywhere empty with no money in my pocket. Like I don't pay to get in the clubs.
It's tacky, bro.
Yeah.
Don't ask for a fucking discount. But like when I come in and I get it, I'm like, oh, that's what's up, man. I feel good. Like, yeah, I can afford my drinks, but somebody that gave it to me, I feel special.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And you have the power to do that. So do I. I can give somebody a free meal if they've never been here before, hoping they'll come back. You know, make them feel comfortable and special, and whatever. But I would never walk into Onyx expecting not to pay at the door.
Yeah, don't do shit.
Even though Jay Mizzle knew me.
Right.
I was still, I mean, she never made me pay.
Right.
But I mean,
Damn, Jay Mizzle.
she never made me pay.
Jay Mizzle, you owe me. He been there 7
You owe
times,
me
20.
you owe me
$140.
But if I was by myself,
She doing
then
big things
they
in
never
Texas,
made me
too.
pay.
No, yeah, that's all.
But if I had like 3 people with me, of course they're gonna say
you good? The other 3 got to pay.
Yeah, but I would pay for them.
Right.
I would pay for myself too,
Right.
because I'm not, like I said, man. I never walk in anywhere expecting anything.
Right.
Because I'm not that type of guy. So like, if I go to the bar, I want to pay full price.
Right.
Because I'm supporting a business, not just you, but I mean somebody.
That's how Mary eats. That's how, you know what I'm saying? That's how everything trickles down. And if COVID didn't show us anything, it showed us the trickle effect of.
So
Money
let me
stock.
tell you about COVID, man, and my experience with COVID, with when it comes to strip clubs. And you know me, like I've been friends with strippers for a very long time.
They make good friends.
And they're really good friends, and one of the misconception about me is that I'm not fucking all these girls.
Man,
I'm not fucking all these girls. Like these
you know
girls
how
are
many people I get, bro. I've been married 10 years, and people still think I'm running around with I'm like, when do I have
right,
time?
and I want to talk about that too, because
Right.
my man is happily married.
Yeah.
But like a lot of the people will see like me hanging out with Shayna.
Yeah.
And I've been friends with her for a really long
She's fucking
time.
genius.
And she's one of the most intelligent people I know. She's one of the most crazy people I know.
That's part of genius.
But I love her. She's so dear to me. And
Right.
and we've been out of town together. We've done all kinds of things together.
Right.
She slept in my bed and like had a key to my house, and people swore up and down we were fucking.
Right.
That's just my friend.
Right.
If she were to try to have sex with me, I would be like, "What the fuck are you
What are you
doing? Like,
doing?
chill out."
Quit playing.
But I mean,
Retarded.
so I've been friends with strippers, and I mean, I don't know if that's just me, or if I'm taboo or whatever. But yeah, shit. I don't know.
I think it comes from being. I think it comes from being a good listener. You seem to have a good listening ear, and you don't judge people.
I'm not. Yeah, I mean, no, fuck no.
And
Who
so,
am I to judge? I've been to prison. I was a drug dealer. Like I've done every
But
terrible
these girls
thing in
have
the
been
world.
judged for half their life, I'm sure.
And I'm not there for a lot of dude. And see, to some girls I may be the guy that they don't like
Right.
because I don't go in there and I don't throw money. That's
Right.
just not me.
Right.
If I feel like throwing money, I'm gonna give it to Miami and be like, go tip her.
Right. That's
Or
what-
if I give it to, because I see Callie and Luscious on the pole doing their thing, and they're
Fucking
those-
athletes.
Yo, and I'm like,
That's
'cause
what I tip too. It's
I,
like-
I don't want to
like-
really be seen at the stage throwing money because
Right.
it's just not me. I like being in the background. I don't
Right.
like that attention.
Right.
So, but if I really want to tip somebody, I'll give it to somebody else and let them do
Right.
it for me.
Yeah.
So it's just not my thing. But I go in there. I have friends and I'll buy them shots. Like if there's one thing I'll do, I will buy you a drink and
Right.
we'll get drunk together.
Right.
But I'm not gonna get a lap dance. I'm not gonna do any of that
Yeah,
shit.
like,
That's just
waste
not
your
me.
time, yeah.
It ain't me.
Here, just take the money.
Right. So I've become friends with a lot of these girls, and like they're really. I've been to their barbecues. I know their kids. I know their moms. Like, and I'm just friends with them. So I'm walking through the mall, and this was back in March, probably right after 314 day.
Right.
And
Which is my birthday party again.
so Mimi, what's her Draco?
Yeah. Draco.
Okay, so I'm walking through the mall. And I'm like, so she's walking towards me. I'm walking towards her, and usually it's like a exciting, all use sex as mom. No judgment. My mom is on here. Mom, do you have a legitimate question? No judgment from me on the world's oldest profession,
Oh, that
housewives,
shit-
teachers. No, she's like, no judgment from me on the world's oldest profession, housewives, teachers, etc., strippers. We all use sex as barter. Of course, sex, yeah. Since the beginning of time, sex has
That's
been
why I
used.
thought it was recession proof.
Thanks, Mom.
Thanks,
for,
Mom.
it is recession proof. So here's how I got. So when I see Draco,
Right.
it's always like an exciting embrace. Oh, because I haven't seen you in a while. Hey, babe. So like I see her and we're in the Galleria and she like gives me like a side hug and I'm like, why? What's up with this? She was like on her phone. She's like, hey, Bobby. She's like, they're shutting down the club. Like she was flipping the fuck out. Like she was like, tomorrow or tonight's the last night, and tomorrow no strip club. And I was like, damn. And then I was like, damn, as a customer.
Right.
And I was like, damn, like there's so many girls out here that are gonna be.
Bro.
How are they gonna live for the next?
Sheesh.
You know what I'm saying? And
Because
then
we didn't know how long it was.
and then right after that, I'm like, okay, that sucks. But then I'm thinking about you.
Yeah.
I'm like, fuck.
And they
The
Yes.
strippers, the bouncers, the bartenders, the managers, the club owners, the parking lot people. Yo, that was like 50 jobs, 100 jobs just gone.
Yeah. So that takes a different response because I'm a dad too. You know what I'm saying? So I treat them, a lot of them be like dad. But
That's one of my questions for you. But go ahead.
but so they I felt that added responsibility. You know what I'm saying?
To take care of these
I
people.
got 70 dancers. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Typically on a Saturday, we're getting crazy numbers. Then I got 15 security guards. I got 10 bartenders. I got 10. That's 90 to 100 jobs.
And they're all looking to you.
And they're all feeding people. They're not just. It's not just that 90. Like that 90 might be feeding 400.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it was like, fuck.
Because what a lot of people don't understand, a lot of people don't realize is a lot of those dancers make more money than him.
Yes.
Let's just put that out there. Like a lot of you dancers, or a lot of you people watching this shit,
Yeah.
those dancers make more money than the guy that owns the club. So we'll just okay.
People also need to know. I know I had money before Onyx.
Well, I'm not
But
saying
I'm with
yeah.
you. But I think a lot of times people be like, "Oh, he just came up." Like, hold on, wait a minute. Wait a
Which
fucking
goes
minute.
to show you, like we didn't just become these people.
Yeah. So people
Yeah.
only see me and my brother talk about this all the time. Like people that have been around me since the early beginning and saw those seeds being planted, and everything kind of led to where we are now. They only see the fruit. You know what I'm saying? The fruit from your labor, but never saw.
But
shit,
you've
the
got
weeds we had to pull out.
Of
to
course,
do,
they
you know
don't
what
see
I'm
the
saying?
shit that we've gone through. But you've got it. You know what I mean?
I want to talk to you about something.
We'll talk about it. But and we're gonna open this up for you to ask me some
I
shit.
got one.
But there are some months that have gone by where you've like, damn, she made twice as much as I did.
Man, there's been nights, bro.
They make what you
Bro.
make in a month in a night or two.
Bro, I saw a girl walk out that bitch with 20.
What?
I saw some girls. I saw a group of girls. We did this thing called Selective Sunday, bro, where I had a
I
selective number
know.
of girls.
I was gonna hit you up in case I wanted to come.
and then
I would have been cool.
A
I
selective,
would've been
so
cool.
it was just selective girls, and they all got to pull in like 3 selective customers.
Invite only type
Invite
shit.
only.
Yeah.
Free bar, free food, fuck it. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? Appreciation before the people that have shown us love, right? And that group of girls walked out of there with like $74,000.
Man, bro.
They were counting money. Bro, we were counting money.
I saw videos of like people counting money at like 9 in the morning.
Bro, so I almost got divorced. But not because of the strip club, because my partner, one of my NFL guys came in. He didn't come until like
I remember
5.
that. I remember that. And
He
you
came at 5 a.m., bro.
And y'all kept the club open for him.
Kept the club open for him.
Yeah.
Him and like 5 of his guys.
I remember that.
It was Mother's Day, bro.
Ooh, that's the. Come on, bro.
Come on,
You
bro.
can't do that on Mother's Day.
Yo, my wife called me at like noon. Like, where are you?
She thought you was like doing some other shit.
Yeah. So, but I assumed that she went to church and I would still be home by the time she got home from church. No harm, no foul.
With no sleep.
Right. Bro.
What's sleep?
What's sleep?
Yeah.
Because I got it. When I leave the club, I have to go get
Was
the
it
club
was
ready
it
for the next
was
day.
it Richardson?
Yeah.
Yeah. So all right. Yeah. Anyway, yeah.
Damn, I got kept open.
We'll keep the club open.
We gonna fuck it.
But yeah, like
As long as the money
I
flowing,
saw
we
that
keep
shit.
going.
Where
For the girls,
they,
I'm here.
Yeah, they kept the club open,
Yeah.
and everybody made money.
Yeah.
Everybody won. He had a good time. The girls made money. You made money.
Yeah.
It was, but
they-
it just happened to be on fucking Mother's
Mother's
Day.
Day, bro.
God damn, man. Come
What
on,
kind
bro.
of insensitive shit is
Yeah,
that,
man.
bro?
He must not have no
So
kids.
she called and she kind of had that frog in her throat, kind of crying. So I had some other managers there. I'm like, I'm gone. Y'all can figure this shit out. Close this bitch up. When he leave, make sure he get off the parking lot cool. I am leaving because if I don't leave,
If I don't leave now,
this
I'm divorced.
This bitch is over with. This is the
Damn.
last night. So
shout out to your wife,
man,
man,
that's
for
my
putting
homie.
up with that
Man,
shit.
That's my dog. That's my ace spoon.
And that's what's up, man. You got to have a solid foundation
Gotta
back
be.
there for real.
Because I travel because we opening this new one, so I'm traveling like 3 to 4 days a week. We got another project and another crazy.
We're
city
gonna
that
talk
I'm talking-
about that. I want you to tell me like what happened with the shutdown, with the pandemic. Like,
yeah.
so when it first hit you, did you not? Because when it hit me, it hit everybody. It was like,
Yeah.
what are we gonna do?
What do we do? You got to pivot a lot.
And you don't know. You don't know who. You don't know what to do. You don't know whose lead to
And
follow.
you can't save everybody. Nobody knew what to do.
Because you are the leader. So
Yeah.
everybody. So when it happened to me, it was like, people are like, "What do I do? What do I do?" I'm like, I don't fucking know. I really don't know. The news. I had Channel 2, Channel 4 come and try to interview me, and I don't know what to say on TV.
Right.
because I don't know.
Right.
I don't know what to say because I don't know what I don't know. I
In
just
real life,
don't
I
know.
don't know. Right.
Nobody knew.
Right.
And
The president didn't know. So,
nobody
so what
knew.
you think-
So why are you asking me?
Right.
I'm just doing what I'm told.
Yeah, at this point,
They say I can't do that. I'm not going to do
I'm
it.
gonna try not to do that.
So like how God,
It
man.
was very tough, man.
And it's not just you that you had to worry about. You had to worry about all the people that.
So it was kind of cool because unlike other clubs, I put everybody on payroll, right?
Okay.
So
Damn.
the government allowed some cool stuff to happen where they got their unemployment, which they pay into. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, right.
We pay into, and then the government gave them extra, right?
Right.
And so they were good. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, they weren't making. My staff wasn't making $1,000
Yeah.
a week or $2,000 a week, but they were making $1,000 a week.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I mean? So now you got a person that's making $10 an hour making $52,000 a year based on these numbers, right?
Yeah.
And so, and then they were getting, stimulus. So they were okay. Who I felt for was the dancers. You know what I'm saying? And I really had a way for them to get paid too, but they didn't want to be on papers.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But
They
because
want
of their
paper
lifestyle,
trail,
they don't want
yeah.
paper trails. They don't know how much money. And so that really hurt me because it's like, had I done this this new corporate way, you would have been able to do something. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? So now I'm seeing. I tried to stay off social media at that time because that was really hurting my feelings because
I saw you on social media
Man.
though, because you
Oh.
were.
I was trying.
Yeah, but I mean, there were times when you were like couldn't take it no more. You would post the.
Yeah, like because people were lying, bro.
Yeah.
Like and they were saying like I posted that shit because the dude, whoever the pink slip dude was at the time, and I know now I know that he's like a cousin of somebody, and he was just kind of getting he was venting and he was shooting at the biggest target, and I get it now.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah, for sure.
But I was taking it kind of personal because one, you're never gonna say me and Jerry owe anybody anything. Two, Tim busts his ass and works hard for us, so people are doing a good job for us, and so I just had to protect my people. You know what I'm saying? And so I was trying not to vent, but sometimes you just get boxed into a
Yeah,
corner.
because I mean, you have to put something out.
Yeah.
Because people need to know, they need to hear from you.
Yeah, but not and it's not gonna be anything you ever hear from me. I got paperwork, I got facts. I try
You
not
don't
to
just
spread. Yeah.
you don't just rant
No.
and just go off.
No,
and I don't either.
Because you can
I'm
get caught
right.
tripping.
I'm very strategic about what I do when I make public announcements, and
Yeah, we've lived a life in which
you've got to
your
be
honesty is all you got.
Yeah, so like that time it was like I'm gonna be genuine. I'm gonna be me. I'm gonna just I'm gonna give them my opinion, and I'm not gonna be offensive to this group or that group.
Right.
I'm just gonna be in the middle and just tell you how I feel. So I remember coming into your club like after they lifted or so-called
They lifted a little bit,
lifted
yeah.
some restrictions and allowed some social distancing in a strip club, which is
impossible almost.
like, how do you do that?
We tried our best.
Right. And so I remember that I came in there and I talked to you about it. I even had I still have it in my Jeep, a mask, an Onyx mask. And this is the weirdest time that we've ever lived in, bro. Like we never would have expected, like I was telling my last guest, like if I would have told you a year ago that next year at this time everybody you know is gonna be wearing a mask, you'd be like,
Because when people wore masks before, you're like, oh, he's sick.
yeah,
Stay away from
let
him.
me stay away. Like
Right.
now, it's like
Everybody
if you
got
don't
masks,
have a
right.
mask,
Right.
so now it's just everything's weird as fuck now. So like, everything's just so weird, and so I guess I got a question, man. Like, is Onyx Centerville gonna reopen?
Yes.
But you don't know when, because Callie wanted to know.
Man, Callie want to know.
Callie-
Callie will know before me. I promise
She
you.
will. She probably will.
She know. I bet you call her right now and be like, yo, what's the threshold number and where is Illinois County sitting right now? She's like, they're at 14% Tatum, but I'm telling everybody wear masks, so I'm going to fuck them up.
Hey man,
That's my
shout out
dog.
to Callie, man. I love you.
Yeah, Callie and Nikki, they hate Pritzker so much. Like Callie fuck around, if she saw him, she'd fuck around and smack.
Probably.
You know what I'm saying? Because it's not only and people can find jobs. People went out and got jobs, hustled it up. You know what I'm saying? But it is an environment. It's your friends. It's your family. We spend more time with them than I do with at home.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So it's like,
I spend more time with my cooks than I do my
Yeah.
own family.
you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And it's a secondary family, and so you get to love those people, man. And so letting them, seeing those people leave and have to struggle, or not even struggle, because I think, like I said, they are all natural born hustlers. What I was the most concerned about being this dad of the club was these girls are going out to do these private parties with no security, with no, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm always afraid that something could happen. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want
And
anything.
I'm
to
not
happen.
I'm not gonna say any names, but a couple times things did happen.
Things happened.
Things happened.
Yeah, that shit ain't cool.
No, not at all.
And so I was almost like, if y'all are having parties, contact me. I will send a security guard with you. I'll pay him out of my pocket because I don't want to hear somebody's missing. Somebody got beat up. Somebody got killed. So,
all this shit, man. And I like I said, I'm not saying names, but some shit has happened,
Yeah.
and it was like because people were like just trying to get it because that they needed to get it.
Yeah. But you ever seen how many like makeshift strip club owners and clubs have popped up? Like every
Oh,
day.
yeah.
Like now the girls are the biggest promoters.
This Airbnb or this location, and it's like, man, I don't want to go there.
Yeah, I'm cool.
I'm cool on that.
I'm not.
I miss the environment where like I know there's security there. I know these people, and
Yeah,
it's a safe environment for me to be in.
Yeah.
So like, I mean, as of right now, when it comes to Club Onyx Centerville, do we not know yet?
So no, we don't. So we kind of. I think everybody nationally we're kind of looking at the numbers based on. We knew there was going to be spikes around Thanksgiving. We knew there was going to be spikes around Christmas. We know
Right.
there's going to be spikes around New Year's. We also know there's going to be spikes when kids go back to school. I think there's also going to be a conceited, like a cocky spike because people think, well, there's a vaccine out. Fuck it. You know what I'm saying? Like, we can be around each other, they can fix it. Vaccines are designed to be preventative, not as a cure-all. You know what I'm saying? It's
Right.
not, I get COVID, take the shot, I'm cool.
Right.
Did
Did you ever have COVID?
Yeah.
I had it in June. My dumbass went to Miami trying to clear my head,
Right.
and came back 4 days later, got tested, and I had coronavirus.
314 day, right?
Yeah.
Again, that's my birthday. That's my party.
So you had it at the beginning of all this shit.
Yeah.
Damn.
I might have been like, I felt like, and this is my first time even.
Most people, and I didn't want to say it out loud.
Yeah, it's like
I documented
Right.
my experience on YouTube. I
Right.
mean, on my phone, and then I eventually put it out on YouTube. But like in June, I didn't tell anybody. I told my mom, my
Right.
dad, my sister, my ex-girlfriend, and my little brother.
Right.
And I love all of you. Thank you so much for taking care of me psychologically and all that shit. But I didn't tell anybody because I own a restaurant.
Right. Right.
And if I were to tell the world or tell St. Louis that I have coronavirus, nobody would ever come buy chicken from me again.
Man, so my party is 314 day. My wife is doing this cool thing.
Murph called me. He was like, "Yo, Tatum's having a birthday party."
Yeah.
And it was right at the beginning of all this shit. I'm like, should I go? Should I not go?
So yeah, it was like big, but not in our area big. It was kind of
Right.
weird, right? So look, people weren't really paying that much attention, and so we have the party, and they were kind of like it was whispers about what was going on in the country.
I don't think things are going to get back to normal in 2020. Maybe at the last part of 2021.
Ooh.
I don't know. After May.
Ooh.
Who knows?
Who knows?
We don't
Nobody.
know. Like we didn't know 6 months ago.
Yeah.
We don't know now.
Yeah, I talked to my business partner Jerry, and I'm like,
But you had
What's up?
you had the Rona
yeah. So
early on.
yeah. So, but I didn't have whatever strands, and because I was an athlete, to kind of take care of myself. I think it affected me differently. So, be careful what you ask for.
Right.
Careful what you ask for. Me and the house mom always had this big thing like, who's gonna have the biggest birthday party, right? She has her party. She has people come out. I say, my birthday party gonna shut the world down. My birthday party is 314.
Well,
Boom.
when Murphy Lee is calling me, telling me that you're having a party,
Two
I'm like,
clubs. So I did Climax first, and they had all the people go over there, parking lot crazy. They called me like at 11:30, like, bro, if you're not on the parking lot, it's gonna take you an hour to get on the Climax parking lot. I'm like, fuck that. I'm for my own shit.
Yeah, no, not
They're
me.
like, yes.
Yeah, right.
So my girls were already in there. Everybody's in there. Boom. Then we go to that party. Anyways, we go to that party. My wife has a surprise for me. Party Saturday night. Sunday morning, 8 a.m. We're on a flight to New York.
Yeah, that's what did it.
That's
the
what
airport.
did it, right? Boom. So I go to New York. New York's a hotbed. We go to Justin's for dinner. We get right back on flight Monday. We're coming back anyways.
Yeah.
We come back, and I was like, hot? I was just hot. I think that was it. Like, I didn't lose my taste or nothing.
Yeah.
I just had a temperature, and I'm frustrated because I can't. And so now they're telling people, like, you probably need to quarantine if you're in New York and this and that. And I'm like,
Damn.
There's only so much Netflix you can watch, bro.
Yeah, I know.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I watched seasons of
Dude,
shit.
yeah, me too,
You know what I'm
bro.
saying? So it was like, all right, cool. So I dealt with it. You know what I'm saying? It was like 4 or 5 days of having high temperature, man, and then I was cool.
And
then,
that was back early in the shit.
yeah, my wife was like super paranoid. She was super scared.
Did she ever have it?
No, none
Damn,
of the kids.
really?
Nobody, nope.
So did you like stay in a different part of the house?
Yeah, I just stayed in my room.
Damn, that's crazy, bro.
Yeah.
So you were quarantined in the house and your wife was over
the
there
kids
and
and
they
yeah.
never got it.
Nope,
Still to this day.
never.
Damn.
And she's a teacher and all that, so she been out in the funk. But and the kids go to school. Like some of my son goes.
Do you
to
feel kind of like a superhero a little bit? Like I had it.
I definitely got through it. You know
Yeah,
what I'm
me
saying?
too. Like I had it. Like I beat coronavirus. I feel like I got the antibodies or whatever. All
Definitely
that
got that.
shit.
But then somebody just told me like,
You can get it twice. You can get it again, or there's
I heard that.
another strain.
it says like 70%.
But I feel like I beat it, so like it wasn't that bad.
This time it wasn't that bad.
Maybe because we're healthy,
Right.
You know
I
what I
think,
mean? But
yeah.
like when I think about like my
That's a
mother
blessing,
getting
for
it or
sure.
something, like I'm like, oh shit, like she can't get it.
Yeah.
So I'm really cautious about that. Well, I mean, so that happened, like the whole shutdown thing, and I mean, dude, the city right now, it's so boring. There's nothing to do.
I know. Do you think people are gonna come back out when it is time to come out?
Yes,
Okay, so let's talk about that.
I really do.
The city is boring, right?
Yeah,
But the murder numbers are through the roof.
because
Like-
people are bored. There's nothing to do.
They're not supposed to be outside.
Yeah, but you can't tell these motherfuckers that are gun happy to just not do anything.
Okay. Every city, like numbers, like they're
Right,
higher.
because there's nothing to do.
So you're saying the world needs Onyx?
The world needs Onyx.
That's all I wanted.
The world
I
needs
box you into that corner.
No, the world needs restaurants, Onyx. They need normalcy.
Yeah.
They need normalcy, but because everything is not normal, the aggression is built up.
Domestic violence. is
Domestic
way up.
domestic violence is
Drunken
through the roof.
chicken
No,
is
I'm
catching up
I'm
with-
not even drunk. I'm just flipping my words
Okay.
right now. But like yeah, like everything is like heightened, like violence, and people are bored.
Yeah.
People. That's why like downtown St. Louis right now, all the streets are like blocked off.
Bro, that's the dumbest shit in the world. I don't care what nobody
because people are speeding up and down, hitting each other. Like
says. Now they're hitting the barricades.
they're hitting the barricades. But the people that live downtown that spend all that money to live in those lofts
Yeah.
want to leave. They're leaving downtown because these people that they want something to do.
Right.
They're creating shit to do, which
Right.
is creating havoc and creating violence. And it's just, I mean, when the world gets back to somewhat of a normal, I think that will decline a little bit.
Okay.
I
hope
really
so.
do. I hope
I
so
want to
too.
do like a hill to city thing,
Let's do it.
but I was like, I really think 314 they might have to be virtual this year.
That sucks, man. I don't know. What's that? Like
March.
3 months away, 4 months away. Yeah, I don't know, man. So you got like I want to touch on this. You got your hand in a lot of things. I saw you with Toya the artist.
Oh yeah.
That Christmas song was dope as
Yeah.
fuck, and you got Club Onyx Indianapolis.
So she's a gospel artist.
Is she?
Yeah.
Oh well.
So that's my balance.
So you have a balance in your life.
You gotta have
Come
balance,
on,
bro.
bro. So okay, and I wanted to ask you that. How? So
Infinity
you are
Five,
one of the
what up?
nicest guys I've ever met. Like
I
you're
appreciate it.
genuine. You're nice. You're just a kind person.
Appreciate that.
And I've personally never seen you angry.
Yeah.
And like, you're a dad.
Mm-hmm.
You're a devoted husband.
Yeah.
And you happen to be the man behind the most poppin' strip club within 400 miles.
Yeah. That's kind of crazy to even think.
How
like,
do you balance that? So you have balance. So
Yeah, you gotta keep
you
my
have
circles.
you have a gospel artist
Yeah.
that you're backing,
Yes. She cold too.
and then you have a wife and kids that you're
Yes. Bill
So-
Cosby.
right.
The Huxtable Bill Cosby.
the
not-
hus- and then
not the Cosby Cosby.
right, yeah, not the new Cosby, the 80s Cosby, and then you have Onyx the strip club,
Right.
and a lot of the people that work at Onyx don't know that part of you.
Right.
They don't see that part of you.
Right,
they don't
right,
they don't care
Right.
about that part of you. So you're back in you got some artists
Yeah.
and you do a lot of things with athletes, and I saw you
Yeah.
doing something with Marlon
Yeah.
the other day.
We're giving out food. That's I
Bro.
definitely gotta give back, bro.
You do
We are
it.
really blessed, bro. At the end
Yeah.
of this day, so 2020, if nothing else,
Did you see my status?
Yeah.
I said 2020. I'm sorry to some people.
My dude said,
I didn't mean to offend you. To like
Wally, I got your back, cuz.
Hey Wally, if you're watching this shit, bro, I love you, man. Big
He
hug.
said, man, fuck you.
I said I'm sorry if I might offend anybody, but 2020 was good to me.
I'm offended.
And he's like, I'm fucking offended. He's like, I'm fucking offended.
Man.
But I know Wally. I know
Yeah,
he was
that's my-
bullshitting. But
yeah,
like
that's
that
my
was
kid.
funny as shit. I mean, but for real though,
It's
like
my best friend I never talked to.
20,
Don't
right?
talk to that much.
So are you. You and Wally. Like I fuck with y'all, man.
Yeah.
But like 2020 has not been a bad year, and I kind of feel bad for saying that. But like I made business decisions that I wouldn't normally make. I made friends.
Because you could take a step back.
I did. I took a step back,
Yeah.
and I prioritized my life. I spent a lot of time with my son.
That was dope, watching the cooking shows and
Man,
shit.
like I was cooking. I was like hanging with my kid. And
This
we,
is the
like,
dude that shit on us, babe. When I was like, "Yo, I need somebody to teach me a cooking class."
But you
and
made-
he was like, "Yo, ain't enough motherfucking money for nobody to send me."
I didn't say
I'm
it like that. I said you can't afford me. He's like, I can.
What the fuck is this? Damn, Bob.
But I mean, look, I mean, not to be cocky or anything, but
No, I want that.
I own a
You got
restaurant.
that's your brand,
So
I
if,
get
if
it.
you want to pay me to come into your house and cook for you, I'm gonna charge you like a motherfucker, and you can't afford that shit.
Yeah, I
And then
want
here
that.
you come talking about I can.
Your son's reading it, so it's always funny for me to watch people read online.
Yeah,
because they're like,
my son said,
Dad, he said,
I can.
He can. Who the fuck is that? Oh, Tatum. Oh, yeah, he's quiet. But it's cool.
yeah,
That's
he
my
could
guy.
talk shit. That was funny as hell, man. But like, I saw the salmon that you made. You
Yeah.
made like a whole fillet. That was pretty dope. I mean, but yeah, 2020, I got to spend a lot of time with my kid, man. And I mean, we went hiking, we cooked, we just drove around, we went skateboarding, we did a lot of shit that we normally wouldn't have time to
Right,
do.
you don't got time to do it.
And like, yo, I cherish that shit,
Yeah.
bro. And like, I made business decisions, I made business contacts. I mean, even up to recently, you know what I'm
Does
saying?
this
Like,
show exist without COVID?
no.
Who knows where this show will go?
Like a year ago, I thought about this show,
Right.
but I never really manifested this show. And I was talking to, like, I put a message out there on Facebook saying I need somebody, a new graphic designer,
Right.
and somebody that could do my website because my old guy like got too busy.
Right.
And then somebody like recommended this guy named Jerry. And I'm like, who's this guy? And then I met him, sat down with him, and it turns out to be Stu, my producer. Shout out to you, bro.
Thanks for the water. I didn't need that shit.
Yeah, well, here, take that
No.
shot.
Oh.
Look, here, we're taking shots again. Yeah,
Uber. That one.
it went down the wrong way.
Oh, see. Look how he reacted. Look how
Your
I'm
water.
reacting.
I was breathing at the time, but I built relationships. I mean, I even got a chance to talk to you
Right.
on a level that we've never talked. When I was
Right.
in the club, and you
do-
took me
yeah.
to the back and showed me this whole nother area of Club Onyx that nobody fucking
I
knows
know,
exists.
It's coming. It's
Are
coming.
you gonna have
That's
a boxing ring?
No.
All right.
But yes, that part is coming. That's
Man,
what I'm talking
I
about.
want to be a part of that. Like, I mean, even like off camera, like I will holler at you about that. Like, I don't know. I
We got
want
new
to.
lights and sound going in.
That's
I'm
dope,
remodeling
man.
the bathrooms right now today.
That's what's up, man.
So, you know, and a lot of times, like people, like you spending money doing this time, like
But
when
it's
else
gonna
can I
pay
have done
off.
when else can I have redone the bathrooms?
Right, because
It takes 3 days.
Do you? So on a regular night, are you there till 5
Yeah,
a.m.?
I'm there till 8 a.m. Then I gotta go. So all the I can't tell that part, but I'm there from 8 a.m. Then I have to prepare for the next day. You know what I'm saying? Like because we can't. Banks are closed. I can't go get more money. I can't do shit.
Right, you got to count money. You
Yeah,
got to
gotta
put
do
it
it.
here. You got to put it in the safe.
Right.
Whatever you do.
And then I got to leave there, and my son's got a basketball game at 10, 11. You know what I'm saying? So then I'm there, man.
so basically, for the past few months, you've been able to sleep
Yeah.
a little bit.
Yeah, kinda. Because again, now I'm scared because I'm investing in more products, and Jerry's got me going all over the place, and we're trying to do 5 more Club Onyxes in the next 5 years,
Okay. Damn.
one a year, and we got one. So Indy's done.
Indy. So when is Indy opening?
Whenever they say you can stay open past 12, they got 12 o'clock, 25% too, and it's
Okay.
and when you're grand opening, I want
So
it to be a splash.
You haven't opened at all.
No.
It's still like being like tweaks or being.
I'm just doing shit now just because we're doing it. You know what I'm saying?
How often are you in? How often are you there?
I'm probably there 4 days a week, depending on the week.
Okay.
It's a 3-hour drive though.
Yeah, that. I mean, Indianapolis ain't shit.
Yeah, it ain't
for
that
real.
bad. And I used to make a 3-hour drive every morning. So I would drive an hour. I live an hour away from the club, so I drive an hour from home.
Where do you live?
like North County.
Okay.
So I'm in Centerville to St. Louis. North County. Then I have to take my son because he speaks Mandarin Chinese. So he's only going to this school that speaks all Mandarin all day.
What the fuck?
But it's an hour from my house.
Damn.
So I got to go back, drop him off at school. Then I got to turn around and drive back home. So I'm literally driving 3 or 4 hours every morning. So I'm like, I can really go to Indiana and come back.
Which
today.
makes sense because you drove a Prius to the
That's
interview.
not my Prius.
Oh, that is your Prius. It's cool, man. You can
It's not my
admit that you
Prius.
have a Prius.
The Prius is going inside my Yukon. But now I don't drive a Yukon, just in case y'all see me out there.
Right. I don't drive. Yeah.
That Mustang out there is
Yeah.
yours?
No, that ain't mine.
Okay. You just taking pictures next to
Yeah.
it?
That's
cute.
my producer's Mustang.
Stu.
Stu.
I got a plain white rubber band.
That motherfucker drives a Mercedes. Don't let it
Oh,
fool
man.
you, dog.
Yeah, boy,
That's his
what it
work van. So
He
look,
said
man, what
everything's in
we
the
got?
van.
So what do we got to look forward to? Tell me about your artist. Like who's the guy that was on
Joaquin,
there?
that's my other artist too. We got
Man.
two. Cole, huh?
Yo, that Christmas song?
Christmas. I told him, I said, man, this is better than Mariah Carey. I don't give a fuck nobody.
I
said.
heard you say that, and I'm like, I heard it. I'm like, they can sing.
They did that themselves.
They
like,
can sing.
He played them beat, like they did them drums. That's a real guitarist. They redid the beat. They did everything.
I appreciate musicians that
Yeah,
actually do
cool.
that shit, and I wish them a lot of success.
I got to invite
man.
you to our next show, man.
For sure, dude.
Yeah,
like
we
I'm
did some-
down with a lot of things, man. I'm not just like I said. I'm versatile. I
Yeah.
do it all.
Yeah.
So Onyx Centerville will open up whenever it's allowed to,
It's ready to go right now. Though. It's
and
ready.
Cali, we don't know when that's gonna be.
Cali.
We don't know.
Tell us when it is, Cali.
Yeah, Cali, you
Call-
tell us.
Yeah, page me on the,
Yeah.
that phone.
Page me. What? Can I page you? You got a pager now?
Just me and Cali.
All right. Okay. Hey man, Cali, I love her. So and in Indianapolis, we still don't know about that either.
Same thing. Yeah, it's all really all across the country, man. I got Jerry. So we got clubs in California that haven't opened since March. Nothing.
So what I'm taking from this is that they're taking the business model that you've built with Club Onyx in Centerville to try to branch out and
Oh,
take that model.
Yeah, we're gonna fuck up some shit. Yeah, and so the thing is that you made some mistakes along the way, right?
Yeah,
And
but you've learned from all of those.
Boom. And so now I'm going into NAP saying I'm not doing any of those things I fucked up.
Nobody has ever become successful without making any
Yeah.
mistakes.
And so, but I'm going, okay, so I built a really good team here, right? So I don't micromanage every dancer, every security guard, everybody. I have my team leadership meetings. I run it like a corporation. And that's
As you
kind of.
should,
yeah.
as it should be.
Yeah, so we have Zoom calls and we check on it. We got stuff going in. We got it in place. And so I don't have to micromanage everybody. I can be the best friend to the crazy dancers and the security guard who was really not that good. But his lead, I'll let him have it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, bro. We got to get better every day. Because, unfortunately,
Because they answer to him,
yeah,
and he answers
gotta
to you.
answer me. And I got, you know what I'm saying? I got a boss,
Yeah.
kind of, sort of, not really. But,
But
my wife,
my
and
accountant
Jerry-
is my boss.
Yeah, and they tell you to pay, man. Quit fucking playing
When
around.
everybody thinks that I got all my shit together and like I just make all the moves, no, my accountant tells me how it really is.
Yeah.
You're like, Bobby, you're fucking up.
Fucking up.
And I'm just like, I walk out of my accountant's office in tears, like,
Yeah.
well, I
I
guess
gotta-
I gotta change some things.
Got to change things around. Fuck. No, but
We all have a fucking boss.
Yeah,
If it's not
sure.
Jerry, it's the IRS.
Yeah.
So
It's-
yeah.
It's craziness, but we I think that drink kicked in because I forgot what I was talking about.
No, you're talking about like expanding the brand of Onyx.
Oh yeah, so that is like I said, one a year for the next 5 years. We probably want to do more than that, but like I said, I have these leads and stuff built here that I can just manage them. You know what I'm saying? And now I can. The more you get, the more you can back out of it.
Of
And
course,
just deal
yeah.
with. Now I don't deal with leads. I deal with 2 managers.
Yeah, you don't have to deal with all
Yeah.
the shit.
And I can come in and smile, and Jerry comes in. When he comes in, he smiles, and it's just that. We get to give away gifts and throw money. You know what I'm saying? It's like that.
But see, I think that it would benefit the urban culture of this country
Mm-hmm.
to have more, more structure to the
Yeah.
way that we party.
That's what
like
it is.
honestly, like
Yeah.
the way that we party, the way that we
That's
hang
what
out.
we've accepted.
Right.
We've accepted.
Because
less
I went to
things.
Milwaukee one time and there was nothing.
Right.
But and then Dallas had V Live, but there's a lot of things that when I think about like the way that we party, the way that we hang out, it could use some structure to it.
Yeah.
It really could use some structure.
And so typically, this is probably I'm probably gonna ruffle some feathers here, but typically,
We don't have that big of an audience.
it'll
yet.
grow, and they'll go back to look at episode
They'll
4.
go back and
Yeah.
like 6
They're
months
like,
from
"Damn, I
now.
heard
be
Terry was on that
yeah,
motherfucker,
he was
guys."
talking all shit. He's like, yeah.
But I think that people that come from a corporate world can do that, but that corporate person that comes in too structured can't. Their ideas can't resonate in the urban culture and be accepted. So
I
because
agree.
I can do this block-in boardroom kind of feel, you can believe me. You know what I'm saying? And I can give it to you in such a way that's, in layman's terms, easy enough for you to understand and make it make sense for you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But
I mean, because you definitely need structure. You do.
got to.
You got to have structure. I mean, but I mean, at the same time, there's been times where people didn't have structure, like the pink slip. There was, but he had his own method.
Yeah,
he had his own method of
That's
structure.
my guy, man. He and I wished everybody the best. But I know, and that was one of the hardest things about getting Onyx when we did. It was like Pink Slip was like, I say a lot of gang references, but Pink Slip was like all Crips and Bounce Up was all Bloods, and I tried to
Right.
blend the two in the same building.
And that took a lot of like balls.
Man.
It took a lot of balls.
And then they were making money, and then they were talking shit about the girls who were still a Pink Slip, and now
Yeah.
you're talking shit about the girls still about them. We're the Onyx girls, and we're this and that wasn't my goal. You know what I'm saying? I want them to take pride in where we're at and be a part of it and have a vested interest, but it definitely has some drawbacks.
Did you have
was
any like so like? Did you have any like pushback from like any girls that were already working at Onyx before Pink Slip closed? And when Pink Slip closed, they all
Yeah.
tried to rush in.
Yeah, so-
and they
yeah.
were like, "Whoa, no!"
And I told them like we have to open our arms up. You know what I'm saying? Like
How did
welcome
they
everybody.
receive that though?
They was like, that's some bullshit. That's some bullshit. They was talking bad about you, Tatum. They just said this. They'd never come
Of
over
course,
here.
they were talking bad about you.
They're supposed to.
They talk bad about me. They talk bad about
Yeah.
you, and now you fuck with them.
Yeah.
Now you're cool with them when they were just talking shit about you.
They'd never come over here. Fuck them Onyx girls.
And
Now
here they
got
are.
it. Yeah. It's
So
okay.
so what did you? How did you? How did you address that as Uncle Tatum?
What if you got damn man? You went to the Pink.
I'm just
Uncle
saying,
Clifford?
like they look up to you in a
Right.
sense, like so you have to have the answer. So how did you smooth it out? Like
Because if I was judged on what I did yesterday, then I wouldn't be where I am today. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, let that shit go. You know what I'm saying? Give them an opportunity from this point forward. You know what I'm saying? And then we'll be cool. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't realize like these girls end up being marketing material to bring other people in.
Oh, hell
And now
yeah.
you made more money because she brought customers in.
do you know Chrissy from Chicago?
That's my homie. Yeah, that's my dog.
She wants to know why you won't hire her in Indianapolis.
I called and her dog didn't answer the phone.
That's
Her dog got a cell phone. She didn't tell you that?
that's my friend.
Oh, for
not
real?
the dog, Chrissy. Well, I mean, I know the dog too, but
Yeah. So I called, dog
So-
didn't answer, so I moved on.
So you called the dog's cell phone.
Yeah, because I can't never get in touch with Kristen. She's piercing or doing
Well,
candles.
she
or
wanted me
doing
to ask you why you wouldn't hire her in Indy.
Whew.
So Chrissy, if you're watching,
I got small stages, man. She got big old booty.
she got a big old booty.
But you know why I fell in love with Christy? Like,
I guarantee you, she will make her way to Indianapolis.
Oh, that's my dog. I'm hiring. She's fucking.
She's
hiring.
coming.
Yeah,
Like,
that's my dog.
come
she
on.
know that.
She's just talking shit at this
But she
point.
had spider webs in places I had never seen spider webs, and not like yeah. See, it was gonna come across as like ain't nobody touched her in a long time, and she had cobwebs on.
No,
But
it ain't that.
she had spider webs, and I was like, that's pretty cool. You know what I'm saying? And then we reached out, and so I do a lot of recruiting through our Instagram and shit. Like,
But
this
you
is all new.
kind of got to take care of like Indianapolis first, wouldn't you say?
No, yes and no. So there has to be a balance
Yeah.
because I have to.
But you don't want to bring girls from Chicago and St. Louis.
I have to.
Okay.
Because that was one of the reasons St. Louis did so well is because we didn't have girls. Because the girls at Pink Slip were staying at Pink Slip, and the girls at Bottoms Up staying there. So we had 10 girls that started with us.
Yeah.
And then we said, fuck. So Brian was bringing in girls from Dallas. I was flying in girls. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're bringing girls from other places. And so now, when Bobby comes in, he can say, shit, I've never seen any of these motherfuckers.
And I like seeing that. I like
Yeah.
seeing new girls. I'm like, ooh, I've never seen her before.
Right. Right. It's cool to have your friends and your favorites, but
But
it's
wait a
always
minute.
it's
Yeah.
always good to see something different.
Yeah.
So of course, Indianapolis guys are the same way. They've seen this group of girls
True. All right, I get
for
that.
2 or 3 years.
But you still want to put the city on.
I'll put the city on for sure, yeah. But so I'll have their best, and then every weekend I'll bring in like 10 or 15 from
That they've never seen
travelers.
before.
Yeah,
Which travelers could be from here
yeah.
in Chicago.
And that's the cool thing about being a national brand.
Yeah.
They can come from Houston, they can come from Dallas, they can come from Charlotte, Atlanta, wherever.
So how does your wife deal with this?
So my wife won because she.
How does she deal with the fact
Let me
that
tell
you?
you how I met my wife. That's probably gonna be the part that lets you be like, oh, okay, I
It
get
don't matter.
It do matter.
I will say this: a lot of my friends would be like, "Oh, I met my girl doing me," but once me and her got together, she wants me to not do that no more. So how did you meet your wife?
So
At Pimp
she-
Juice?
Yep.
Really?
Yeah. So, she was
Still.
She had a modeling agency. That's what girls that fresh out of college, they're cute, they do. So there was 10 of them or whatever, and I hired them to do some promo work for us. I didn't know them. I hired the photographer hired them, whatever. She goes on to, she's traveling. We're both traveling, doing our thing, whatever. My brother Yomi hires her to do an apple bottom show in Vegas. I didn't really know her like that. You
So
know what
your
I'm
wife was an apple bottom model.
saying? Boom. So
That's
like all
awesome.
of them, like, but there's so many girls that have really blown up.
Oh
that
yeah,
were
yeah,
our
for
girls
sure.
at first.
Yeah, yeah.
So-
like Tiffany Fox.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
And so I reach out to Yom, so we all agreed to go out that night. Mo came in town. I think we were doing some big party for him at Tao, and I'm like, yo, come on, you going with us? And she's like, I don't mix business with pleasure. I'm cool. I'm just gonna go back to my room. I'm like,
And you're trying to hang out. You're trying
yeah,
to
I'm
kick
trying to
it.
hang
Like,
out,
yeah,
like
yeah,
this is
yeah.
what all the girls are. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's our ticket. Like we're fucking Vegas up. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
you're like, come on, man.
And she's like, no, I don't do that. And I'm like, okay,
something about that you liked.
yes,
Yeah.
because you weren't a groupie.
That
you know what I'm saying?
that intrigued you because she
was not a
wasn't
groupie,
wasn't
because
about that.
She wasn't about like the groupie side of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm not saying those other girls were groupies,
Right.
but it was like the nightlife, and you know what I'm saying? Whatever. And so she was about her business, about her money, about her contracts, about all that. And so I said, well, how about you're fired? Like, if you don't want to work and go out
Right.
with us, how about you're fired, and then you can go out with us?
Right, now you don't work for us.
Yeah. She's
Yeah.
like, yeah, and you're still gonna pay me. And I'm like, okay. So I fired her.
he fired.
We
he
fired her.
fired his wife.
Boom. We went out with Young. We kicked it. The rest of the trip, I think, were another like day or something. We were there at the Magic Show. I don't remember Magic and the
Yeah.
Magic and Project, where they display all the clothes for the next coming season. And we got back home. We were still just friends. And then we saw each other through some tough shit. And that was kind of it. But
That's
that was-
awesome, man.
yeah.
So she
me on
met
the road.
you like in the industry
Yeah.
of all the hype, the popular shit,
Yeah.
but still, that
Yes.
being said, still, you are still the
Still.
man behind a big fucking entity of strip club bullshit.
Okay.
And does she deal with that okay?
So I would be lying to you if I said that every day is perfect. You know what I'm saying? But she's
What
a beautiful
marriage
girl,
is.
right? She's
Yeah, of
beautiful,
course.
and then she's a great parent, great teacher. And women are going to have insecurities, no matter what.
No
You know
matter
I'm saying?
what,
It's
no
at
matter-
what level.
yeah.
We all do. Let me
Yeah.
take that back and just say women have insecurities.
We
all do.
We as
You know what I'm
humans, we
saying?
have it. Yeah.
So when your husband's going to work, and you may be cool with it because she knows I view things as a business.
Right.
Period. Like, bro, I don't even.
Anybody
most
that
time-
knows
you know why
you-
you didn't see me when I was giving you drinks? So I was probably in the office doing work. Like I was probably
Right, and you sent a message to somebody. I'm like,
Yeah.
where's he at?
Yeah, like I was probably. So most people think. If you're thinking, you're like, oh man, Tatum run a strip club. He's staying at the DJ booth, he partying. Like,
Nah,
no,
nah,
no.
you
I
can't
run it
do
like a
that.
business.
Of
You know what I'm
course.
saying? And so I think that's what's made us be very successful, and that is what she knows about me.
Exactly,
You know what I'm saying?
because if
Like-
you didn't treat it as such,
Right.
it would have fucking tanked a long
It would
time
have tanked.
ago.
Yeah, it would have tanked.
There's so many. There and
you know
there,
how many vices are in one strip club?
man,
Drugs, sex, women, blah blah blah. Like,
everything
all your
that could
vices
go
are-
wrong,
Right.
can
And
in
that's what
one
makes it
place.
cool. That's what makes it cool.
And then,
And I'm getting slot machine soon too.
are you?
Yeah, why
Oh
not?
my God, let's add gambling to it.
Yeah, fuck it. You have it's Disney World, cuz.
Sex, drugs, money, fucking gambling. What else?
So it's Disney World.
But I
When
mean,
you
if
get there,
there's a market for it, let's get it.
yeah.
Right? I mean, no, but I mean, shout out, man. Like, shout out to your wife, man, for
Yeah,
like putting
yeah.
up with that shit.
Shout
and-
out to you,
and
baby.
being
I never looked at the
secure.
camera either.
And I love it, man. I admire you in a lot of
Yeah.
ways because I look at you from the outside and I'm like, how does this happen? He's a great father. He's into sports. He's into this. He's into that. He's into this.
Man.
He creates.
When did people stop telling us we could dream and do whatever we wanted? Like, you could be a doctor and an astronaut if you tried.
But in today's society, it's like you got to be with the shit. You got to be with the bullshit. At least they think.
Or you can. No, most of those people, to me, have faded away.
They have.
You know what I mean? You start looking at the guys who have been doing it at a high level for a long period of time are the same group of guys. You know what I'm saying? Like, you see the Phil Assets is one of the best promoters in St. Louis.
Yeah,
you
that's
see
my
Slim.
man.
You see all those guys that you see new promoters pop up all the time.
All the time, yeah.
But the legends and the people who have been doing this shit for a long time, doing it right, you know what I'm saying? Like, your kitchen, like, I see restaurants pop up all the time. But people who have been doing it right at a high level consistently, they'll make it.
Yeah, and like people that stick around. I mean, I've been here for 10 years,
Yeah.
and I expect you to be around for a long time. And
Yeah,
I
that's
mean,
the
I
goal.
might be right there with you.
Yeah,
I
that's
might
the
be in
goal.
office with you making decisions.
Man.
So I want to ask you some questions, real quick. Some
might ask you some
some
questions.
quick yes or nos, and they're gonna ask me some. So I just want to know, like, like, do you ever come to the conclusion or like have times where girls feel like if you're nice to them,
Yes.
you're
Answer
trying
is yes.
you're trying to holler at
Yes.
them?
Yes. And so that,
If you show them like that you care,
Yes.
because you're a caring guy,
Yeah.
they automatically feel like they have
They
some
feel
other
that
type
way?
of connection with you.
they feel that way, and the girl from 40 feet away that watched you talk to her feels that way.
So how do you deal with that?
I had to learn to distance myself and be more intentional on how I communicated with people.
Because you're such a nice dude.
Right.
So when it comes to like girls, like you being nice to them, they
Yeah.
interpret that as like, oh, well,
Because when they've heard,
I have an opportunity here.
yeah, they're only going, people can only go with their,
You going?
yeah, I'm going.
All right.
They can only go, oh, that would hurt again. So the first and the fourth hurt.
We got like 10 minutes left.
Okay, cool. All right, so
When you
Be
when you let them cry on your shoulder, not
Yeah.
not. I mean,
that happens.
theoretically,
That shit happens.
I'm sure it does. Shit,
Yeah.
I've had dudes cry on my
Yeah,
shoulder.
me too, for sure.
So like, but I'm saying when they feel like you're paying them extra attention, they
Yeah.
feel like there's like a connection there, and then there has to become a point where you're like, whoa, no, it ain't that.
Yeah, this ain't that. This ain't that. You know what I'm saying? And so I was really intentional about giving my wife a key to the building, making sure she comes by every once in a while. You know what I'm saying? Just to kind of make sure people understand, like, yo, this ain't ever gonna be that, because otherwise this will be called ladies. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm losing it. But the reality is, you don't want to be. You have to be yourself, and that's just naturally who I am. You know what I'm saying? I'm naturally a nice guy, but you.
Do you
I have
ever
to
think you're
go
too
through-
nice?
Yeah.
Because you've said that to me before.
Yeah,
You like,
for sure.
I mean, I feel the same way, but like, do you ever-
2021, I'm fucking people up though.
I feel this. I'm
fucking people.
I'm chopping heads off. I'm chopping heads off.
Because that's what 2020
Ain't no
did.
love, bitch.
That's 2021. 2020 did that for me. It shined light on. It shined light.
I'm being too nice to these motherfuckers. Not to say as if like,
Some people deserve.
yeah, I mean, a lot of people deserve it,
Yeah.
but not to say as if like, yo, I'm being too nice, but like, I kind of am being too
Yeah.
nice. Like, this is a business,
Right.
And your sweet talk is not gonna work for me.
Yeah, no, that shit.
It's not gonna work.
That shit.
Like,
Yeah, that shit.
I have a wife. She's beautiful. She takes care of the home. Like,
Yeah.
I'm
cool.
happy. I don't need
That ain't
I don't
it.
need none of that shit.
Yeah,
So
that ain't it.
I just always wonder like about the temptation, but like I don't really feel that with you. I
Yeah,
don't
me
feel
too.
like you have that, because like you have the businesses. You see things in a bigger picture. You don't come in there drunk. You don't come in there for the party aspect of it.
No.
You come in there like you want to run a successful business.
Right.
You want to make it work, and this is just part of the economy that is gonna happen with Tatum or without it.
Yeah,
You
for
know what I'm
sure.
saying? It's gonna happen without
gonna-
you.
right.
If you disappeared, it would still be going on.
Got you. We gotta wrap it up.
No, he was just wiping some shit off his shirt. Don't pay attention to him.
Stu,
You good, bro?
okay. Stu's still with us.
He was just wiping some chip crumbs off his shirt.
I mean, wrap it up.
But no, so like I mean like the world, like chicken will happen without me.
Yes.
Barbecue will happen without Mike Johnson from Sugar Fire. Strip clubs will happen without you.
Right.
But it's just the way that we do things. We kind of like make it a little better.
Yeah.
We want to have a footprint in that world. Be like, you know what? We kind of standardize things.
Let me tell you, this is what. So, my vice is
Not
chasing
everybody can
success.
do it.
No, you're right. But my vice is chasing success. And like when I reach the top of a mountain, I get really bored and really anxious, and I got to try to find something else and blah,
Me
blah,
too,
blah.
man.
And I'm really afraid of failure. Like,
Never
I'm
get-
deathly afraid of failure.
Never get complacent.
Like, I'm like, no, for real. Like, I can't sleep. I shake. Oh, failure, like, it fucked me up.
Me too. That's
So,
why
that's why you're
I
successful.
started this thing.
Right. So I always push to be better than I was yesterday. That's the lion and the gazelle, right? So what did I hear? Oh, so every day a lion wakes up, knows he has to be faster than the gazelle to eat.
Right.
And every day the gazelle wakes up knowing he got to be faster than the lion or he going to die.
To outrun the lion.
Yeah. So you got to be a survivor. And so just that thought is always, I feel like people are always chasing me. I feel like there's always somebody right now in college like, yo, I like Onyx, but I could do it better. You know what I'm saying? So I got to go and try to do Onyx better every day. So if somebody is discouraged to even come into my market. You know what I'm saying? Like, the reason Jerry and everything made sense is because we saw an opportunity. I'm just being honest. We felt that we can make it safer, cleaner, better customer service, and we would have an opportunity.
And it takes people with that mindset, with that business mindset, to like actually make the shit happen, bro.
Right.
Like, not everybody's built for that,
Right.
bro. Like, not, dude. So many people think they can do it,
Right. You're doing chicken, bro. You know how many people think they can do that?
and they don't understand how much shit goes into
Right.
it. They just don't understand. So, all right, man. So we understood that. Like, I'm gonna ask you just some really
my
quick,
yes and no's, right?
really
Okay.
quick questions. Like, so you have a celebrity crush. Let's just say
Okay.
that your wife has one too,
Okay. She does, I think.
and you have one.
She got like Grant Hill.
So who would be the pass? Like, if she gets a pass and you get a pass, who would it be? Who would be her pass? Or let's just say that her pass is unknown.
Right.
Who would be yours? If you're like, babe, like, look, if I ever get a chance, you got to be cool with this.
Damn.
Who would it be?
Oprah. No,
Oprah?
I'll let Oprah have it, cuz. and I won't half. I'm getting you pregnant and everything.
And I expect that about you. Like, my man is always thinking about financial gain here.
If I really thought somebody was, shit.
That you would just have to, like, she would just have to be cool with. But
You know what? I got a crush on a girl that's not even cute, and that's weird, but I'm just gonna say it. But Tiana Taylor,
What do you mean she ain't cute?
like, she a weird looking
I
kind of.
catered her at the pageant.
Oh man, you didn't invite me.
I fed her and Dreezy, all her dancers and
Yeah.
everything.
So I think she got this kind of cool little swaggy.
She's a thug.
Yeah, I like that. That's
She's
kind
a
of cool.
thug. She's
My-
like East Coast.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, it's like cool. Like, so she could be like
Yeah.
the girl next door, the homie, and
she's got that sex appeal. Yeah,
right.
for sure, man. So
I think that's my pass.
Kim Kardashian or Amber Rose?
I'm going.
Hurry
I'm
up.
going Kim.
Megan Thee Stallion or Cardi B?
I'm going Cardi.
Dark skin or light skin?
I'm going Caramel.
No. Dark skin or light skin?
Oof. Going light skinned. My wife is lightish. Yeah,
Dark or light?
Light.
All right. Drake or Wayne?
Drake.
That's what's up, man. So, like, yeah, those are just my quick boom. So, like, all the shit that we've talked about, like, do you have anything that you want to know about me?
Yes.
We got time for it. What's
We
up?
got time.
I'm sure over the time, like, you've seen me move around, like, you know, you might have wanted to know a couple things.
I'm gonna go with what's been worst in your life, male groupies or female groupies?
in different aspects. Like female groupies, they want the notoriety, they want the accolades, and male. I don't really have male.
You don't think you have male groupies?
I do.
Cuz?
I have male haters.
No, bullshit. I call
have-
bullshit. You might need to take a shot. I call bullshit. Absolutely.
Male groupies?
Male groupies, people that are around you because you're Bobby.
Oh shit! Everybody.
Okay.
Like 8 out of 10 people that I know.
Okay. Well,
It's just like a climbing the ladder type of thing. Like they want to get close to me because they think that I can benefit them in their
Yes.
lives somehow.
so 2020 really exposed that person.
Oh man, 2020 has been a fucking eye opener, bro. Like I've seen everything I needed to see.
Bro, I remember people used to get close to me to get close to Murph. People get close to Murph to get close to Mo.
Yes,
Like, that's crazy.
and I've been.
And I look up and like, damn, bro, he was my partner.
Yeah, and I've never,
less.
I see me personally, I've never been that guy. Like I met Murphy Lee in
Right.
an organic way,
Right.
and we became friends.
Yeah, that's my dude.
And like Murph, I fuck with Murph. And like Murph off camera is a different Murph on camera. Like I just
Man.
want y'all to know that because like I've traveled with this guy.
Right.
Like we've
He's
like
funny as a motherfucker.
he's one of the funniest
He's
fucking
funny as a
dudes.
motherfucker, bro.
And he will not let you see it, but he's just like he's like genuinely
Bruh,
fucking like.
his daughter got him a toilet seat for Christmas, cuz.
I saw that shit.
funniest shit ever.
He's a clown, man. Murph, you're a fucking clown, bro.
Because
Like
I think I'm the shit. Yeah, that's
hey,
my dude.
he entertains the fuck out
But he
of
like
me.
a Cosby too.
Yeah, for sure, man.
So when you get him on, like, I mean, he a Cosby for real. Like, that's who one of the dudes I looked up to as being a dad. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of my guys. I was late to the party in terms of having children. I didn't have my son until I was 32.
My son's 18.
Yeah, so you were
Yeah.
kind of early to the party.
I mean, his daughter's like 22.
Yeah, but I'm saying, you guys have been parents longer than me.
Yeah.
And so he didn't even tell me like how cool being a parent was. You know what
Oh
I'm saying?
man,
Like,
it's the best
that's
ever,
some
bro.
good- that's some
It
shit.
is,
I sound like
yeah.
cornball, but that's just
No, it
some gangsta
is.
shit.
It's some shit, man.
That's
like
some shit, man. Fuck everybody.
Ali's old ass
Yeah.
is driving his 22-year-old daughter like on fucking Instagram.
Right.
Like, bro, put your phone down.
Bruh.
Come on,
Bruh.
come on, OG.
Dog, my dude be out here dancing with his TikToking with his daughters and
Dog.
shit. That's my kid.
I
Man,
love him, man. I can't wait for Murph to come back in town and do a show with me, man, because that'll be iconic.
Yeah,
man.
that man, because he
And-
got some stories.
Hey, Murph got more stories than.
Man.
And I've heard half of them, but like honestly, like the reason why I started this show, and we're gonna wrap it up soon. The reason why I started this show is because like a lot of things in my life that I've done, it's like I can tell somebody about my life. I can tell
Right.
somebody like, yo, I did this, this, and this, but it might sound like I'm bragging.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? But
yeah.
when somebody else validates that shit,
Yeah.
it's like, yeah, Bobby really did that shit.
Bobby really was that dude.
Bobby, I really pulled up on Murph when he had that bright yellow Mercedes
Station wagon. Yeah.
with my Vocal motorcycle with the spinners on it, the Vocal paint job and all this shit that Nick gave me.
Yeah.
And Murph was like, oh, yeah, you fuck with Nick. I'm like, yeah, that's my homeboy.
Boy, Nick's my dude.
That's
man.
way before St. Louis Wing Company.
Right.
That's way before I even thought about selling chicken. You know what I'm saying? So like, there's a lot of roots that run really deep in this city, you know. But like I said, I don't need to validate myself
Right.
because people that know, they know. But I mean, I can't wait to have Murph on the show, man. Like that's my boy.
Yeah, I'm gonna bring him in town. Every time he come in town, he come fuck with me for sure. But like I said, he come, his wife come, the kids come. Like it's like a family thing.
I
And
love
that's
his wife.
Yeah.
She's so cool.
And talented as fuck.
Talented, man. Like man, there's some really cool people, man.
Yeah, that's like my brother for real. Like, and I tell people all the time, like, if your dreads ain't down your back, then Murphy Lee made you start 'em.
I remember,
You know what I'm saying?
right. Murphy
Flat
Lee,
out.
he did that shit.
Flat out.
And then he just cut it off.
Yeah, St.
Like-
Louis had St. Louis. Man, I don't give a fuck. Nobody say. Yeah, everybody in St. Louis with dreads.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
And
it was a good
when
time.
every time that I say I'm so St. Louis, I think about Murph.
Ask the tattooist.
Yeah.
Like,
all the time.
I'm talking about. He literally had bars that are legendary, bro.
Murphy Lee, like honestly, no shade to Nelly or nothing, but when it comes to lyrics
Yeah.
and being a lyricist, Murph is just it's a natural
Yeah, he
talent
just had
for
some
him.
shit. Like,
Yeah.
and that shit stuck out. Like, he just.
So I can't wait to have Murph on my show, man. I can't wait to sit down and
It's
talk
gonna
to
be a lot
Murph.
of laughing, man.
And I gotta make sure his phone is off and like we don't have no
That motherfucker gonna
distractions.
be dead anyway.
Right.
His shit
He has an
already-
Android just like you do.
Yeah.
No,
I got
Murph.
both, cuz.
Murph just got a
iPhone?
iPhone.
Oh, he ain't gave. I don't know if I got that number. I don't
It's the
know.
same number. He just
Oh.
got a new phone. He just
Okay.
upgraded. I texted him like a couple weeks ago and
Hey,
it
yo,
was
shit was
blue.
blue?
Oh, yeah, I'm like, oh shit. I was like, Murph got an iPhone.
Man.
I was really excited
Yeah,
about that
they
shit.
hated on me, man, for a long time, man.
I'm still
Team
hating
Jordan.
on you.
Yeah, I got both, cuz I had. So my wife made me get two phones.
I don't have that number.
No, you
I don't have that
'Cause
number.
your
I
shit
still
go
got the
to
green. I
yeah.
still got the green messages.
That's like my wife phone.
I'll get that when you
Yeah,
leave. But when we
so
when
you
we
good
cut.
friend? She see my wife. She'll say he cool, but like she almost got to let you through the gate to get the iPhone number.
All right,
Because
well,
like she don't want 70 dancers calling me
Right.
all night. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
no.
So if this one ring, it's because it's
well,
important.
can you ask her if I can have?
She
your
gonna say
phone
you
number?
cool.
All right.
Because I asked her today, I'm like, yo, I got to do a podcast for Bobby, and she was like, oh, okay. Because my man got the barbershop down on a couple spots away.
Alan?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
my guy.
Okay.
And so that's what I was like, yeah, it's right down the street from Alan, and blah blah blah. And she was like, oh, okay, cool. So yeah, she know you good people.
All right. Well, all right. So I can have his number. I can have the iPhone number. I'll get blue messages from now on.
Yes,
so
sir.
Is there anything that you want to know about me? I'm an open book. I'm
Open
writing
book.
a book.
You writing a book?
I'm halfway through my book.
You writing it, or you having somebody write it?
No, I'm actually writing it. I'm a good
Okay.
writer,
Okay.
but I've kind of hit a block. But I'm still writing it.
What is it about?
It talks about my life, like me, like dating a porn star.
You did that?
Yeah.
And now you wonder why people think you fucking strippers?
You know, I mean, but she's a good girl. Her name. Shout out to Sky. I love you, baby. She's in L.A. or Atlanta with some other dude.
Okay.
But like, I mean, like stunt riding, like me getting into like selling drugs and like
Right.
like going through that life and then going to prison and coming out, opening a restaurant, being a mentor, doing all these different things. Like you said, like I could do this, I could do that, and the next day I could like be on a golf course.
Right.
So like I can be. I'm a chameleon when it comes to a
Right.
lot of things. So like, yeah, my life is just like my life literally is a movie.
Right.
So like I'm writing about that, and it's like halfway done.
I'm writing a book. I'm writing a movie.
All right, well we need to talk. We need to talk about a lot of shit off of
can
camera.
Can you record a movie? You that good?
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
He wants to make a movie.
I'm serious.
Well,
It's kind of cool too. You want to hear about it?
we'll talk about it. I do. Well, tell me yeah.
I got two.
You
My
got
dad-
two?
I got two. So my dad was
Well-
my dad was a recovering drug addict, right?
Yeah.
And some of my aunts and uncles. So like told you, crack hit the neighborhood hard in 88, 87. So I have this one movie called The Perfect Staircase, right? And it's the walk through the 12-step program. It's dope. And it's like a global movie because like addictions, and it's not just about drug addicts, like addiction in itself and that serenity prayer and all that stuff, like it can help anybody.
It can. It should.
It's some deep shit.
Did you write the script for it,
Yeah, I'm pretty
or
close.
you just have it in here?
Both. A little bit of
All
both.
right.
The ending is shit. I don't know the ending.
Cause you got so many things going on, bro.
My drives. When I drive, I am creative as shit.
Well, we're gonna have another show.
Yeah.
We might do it in a club.
Let's do it, or do it in a car.
We might do it in the car as we're driving.
Do it in a car, bro. I got some shit. I'm a rapper in the car. I'm
Are
a
you?
singer. I got some shit. I got some man.
I bet
I'm cold,
you are,
cuz.
man. So we're gonna get you rapping and singing in the
Can you
car
fit in
and
the
all
Prius?
this shit.
You think you fit in the Prius?
In the Prius.
We put it in the white van if you
I'll
want.
just drive close.
Okay, try. Yeah, he got some new mics and shit. He's trying out.
Let's go on script and say that he does not own a Prius.
I do not own a Prius, but I would. Shit.
I own a Mustang.
Gas prices are a motherfucker.
Yeah.
I'm building a '73 Nova right now.
Well, I have a 2003 Mustang and I fucking love it.
Yeah, what you doing? Is you did something to under the hood? You did
No, I
everything?
mean it's a V8 already. I got
Right.
the exhaust on there and
Okay, so it sounds
it's a convertible. It sounds good.
Okay.
It's just my midlife crisis car. I have a Jeep too.
right. That's
Yeah.
When I was a kid, I said I wanted I don't know.
A Jeep
I'm
and a
I
Mustang?
wanted a Jeep. I wanted a Jeep, a convertible,
Oh, I have those.
a sedan, a van, and a boat.
Dude, when I was a drug dealer, I should have brought a boat.
We should have brought a boat.
I should have bought a boat.
But when you saw J.E.'s boat, like, can we really
I
keep up?
can't fuck with his boat.
can't keep up, bro.
I
So
can't.
it's
like,
like, that was a
I,
bad
I didn't want
experience.
bedrooms on my boat.
Yeah.
Anyway, man. So we're like, all right.
I'm
We're
sorry.
gonna-
Any other questions I got for you?
Do you?
Um,
I'm sure you have a lot, but I mean, you know.
How do you feel about Old Vienna creating a seasoning, Red Hot Ripple
Man,
seasoning?
we can talk about that, and I will say it right now. when I made Red Hot Riplets chicken wings,
What made? Okay, you St. Louis though. That's what made you do it,
Right,
They said,
because
"Fuck it."
somebody told me like, yo, you should make a chicken wing that like was like they said you should do like the flaming hot Cheetos.
Right.
And I'm thinking like, no, I don't want to do that.
Right.
And then somebody else is like, well, what about red hot riblets? I'm like, yeah, I'm all about St. Louis, so
Right.
let me do that. So I'm like, how can I do that? So me being a chef, I'm like, all right, well, I don't want to take their chips. I want to like.
He's not a cook. You're a chef.
I'm a chef, so
There's a
I can
difference.
taste something and like tell what's in it.
Right.
So I made the seasoning, and I like went back and I went and tasted the chip, tasted the seasoning, tasted the chip, blah blah blah. Made the chip.
So it's not crunched up red hot riblets.
No, it's an actual
You
seasoning.
know that's what people think.
Yeah. Well, that's not
We're
what
not
it
chefs,
is.
but I understand.
It's paprika. It's hickory seasoning. It's sugar. They can have it. You can open my restaurant and yeah, you can't. Anyway, so yeah, I did my my red hot riblets, and then old Vienna comes back like a few months later after I blew up
Right.
with it, and it's like, oh, here, taste this. I'm like, what's that? They're like, oh, that's our red hot riblet season. I'm like, it's really salty.
Right.
It's like, do you want to use this? I'm like, no. I'm like, and I don't know. Like, what is that? I'm like, why did you do that?
Right.
So, yeah, they didn't consult with me,
Hmm.
and they made their own seasoning. And like, I mean, I still fuck with them,
Right.
but at the same time, like, I have my own red hot riblet seasoning when
Right.
it comes to chicken. So when other people have tried to make red hot riblet wings at their house,
Yeah, they
it
use that
didn't
season.
work.
Right.
They use the other seasoning
Right.
off the shelves.
Right.
And they'll email me be like, this doesn't taste anything. I was like, because I didn't make that.
Right.
So I kind of wish old Vienna would have talked to me about that, so we could have like collaborated.
Partnerships. I think people are afraid of
But
partnerships.
I think they didn't. They felt like they didn't need to contact me
Right.
because they established that
Right.
in their world. But
Right.
I established this in my world,
Right.
and now it's conflicted. Now nobody else is gonna buy that seasoning.
One
They're
time.
gonna-
You're
they're
gonna get
gonna-
it one time.
One time,
For-
and you're not gonna buy another bottle.
know, yeah.
You're gonna come back here
Right.
to get the real thing. So I mean, I felt some type of way, you know.
But what if they would have consulted with you and people, then your business would have sunk 10% because those people didn't come get the real thing. So maybe it was
my business wouldn't have like, cause honestly, like if you want 50 red hot riblet wings, are you gonna cook it at home or are you gonna call me?
I'm calling you.
Exactly. So like if people at home want to do that shit, go ahead. But when you really want the shit, you're just
Right.
gonna call me and have it done.
Right. Right.
It's just business.
Right.
Like my business wouldn't suffer because my seasoning is on the shelf somewhere. You know what I'm
Gotcha.
saying?
Okay.
It would still happen.
That was
So-
one of the things I always wondered.
No, I mean,
'Cause
yeah, I felt a little slighted, but you know, at the same time, like I still fuck with old Vienna.
Yeah, Andy and those guys over there. I fuck with
Oh,
them
you
too.
know Andy
Yeah,
Oh.
because I went to him for 314 day. I went to
for
Vest.
Onyx?
No, for 314 day.
I know, but for Onyx.
No, I went to them to sponsor 314 day as on its own.
Okay. Well, they
'cause I
come here.
wanted-
They come here every 3 and 4 day.
Okay, yeah, with the
So,
truck and
yeah,
everything.
yeah, they bring their chips here. So like we have made footprints in this city,
Yeah,
and we're all about St.
yeah.
Louis,
But I
man.
wanted vests. I wanted all the shit that you got up here. Bro.
I got red hot riblets and
Yeah.
vests.
That was crazy.
Yeah.
On the east side, it should be like a little Onyx flag or something. So when he come
We
back,
can
and
add
remix it-
we can add the east
Yeah,
side
we got
over
the
there.
east side. We right here.
Yeah,
You
we
know
just
what I'm
put
saying?
Onyx over
right
there.
next to you riding this bike over here.
Hey,
But we
let's
don't got
do it.
I'm putting a sticker over there. You don't even know it's here. You ain't
Oh,
gonna know
you
it's
got a
here.
sticker? All
I'm just
right.
saying, one day it's gonna be a sticker there, and it's gonna say
hey,
Onyx,
but
and
you
you're
know what?
be
We're
like,
gonna have another episode with you. I
Yeah.
can't wait for it,
I
man,
got
because
some shit,
there's
yeah.
so many things that we didn't cover that we need to cover.
Yeah, it happens.
And I can't wait for that because
I-
there's so much more to happen. And like in a year from now, just think of the things that are going to happen within the next.
That's how you should do it.
Well, we'll do
Well,
it
not to
like
say that you're gonna bring everybody back, but what if you brought me back in a year from now, and we just kind of held each other accountable for the shit that we did or didn't do?
Man, because a lot of shit happens in the whole year.
Yeah. So in 52 weeks, I'll be back.
I might be with
Maybe.
you.
Yeah, might be with me for a show. Man.
Thanks for coming,
Yes,
man.
sir. I appreciate you, man.
And
I'm like,
this is-
probably. Whew.
You're good?
Yeah, I'm good.
You sure?
We'll be able to tell by the mic levels. Yeah, I'm good.
I'm good. All right.
Drunken Chicken Diaries.
I'm not even drunk though. Like I was really
He
drunk
was
the last
breathing
time.
and stuff.
I said junk. Drunken Chicken Diaries. It's a wrap. Thanks for watching.
Facebook. Check him
Facebook,
out.
all
Throw that
that.
thing. Share that thing.
Peace out.
Peace. My guy.